go, ladies and gentlemen. We'll try that again. Let me know if you can hear me, see me, and let me know about the lag. If it is still really bad, then yeah, we'll have to wait and see. But I'm hopeful that this will have solved the issue. But yeah, please let me know you can hear me, see me, and let me know about the lag as well. Basically, I just had to lower all of the settings on my laptop. Oh, amazing. Much better. Looks good. Fantastic. Oh, that's made me very happy. I literally did everything I could to make this work, but I thought my laptop would be better than it is. So I had it on like 180p. I had it on like 60 frames per second. I had it basically streaming at a really, which I probably shouldn't have had, like a high output. So I've just lowered all of those settings. So fingers crossed that works now. But here we go. Expected to see the egg, but anyway. Yeah, and I think people prefer the egg image. I'm going to try my best to make sure that the audio is okay, but as I said, when it was lagging, I'm actually just holding the microphone, so anytime I move it away from my mouth, it won't be great. But Merry Christmas, everyone. I hope you are well, and I'm very glad that we're able to do this. We'll see how long it goes on for, but it means a lot to me to be able to do this at Christmas, so let me know what you're doing. Let me know how your day was yesterday as well. And if you don't celebrate Christmas, I hope you're still having a fantastic few days as well. In terms of me, we had Christmas Day yesterday with my mum, my dad, and my wonderful girlfriend, Pickle, who is just off to the side on the bed right there. And Nana Raptor is downstairs, by the way. And yeah, today we have like a Boxing Day thing with all of my family, which is very nice. So as soon as this stream ends, I'll go and spend all the time with my family. I've got two wonderful nieces as well, who I'm very excited to see. So yeah, today, basically, I'm just going to answer as many of your questions as possible. So please get those questions flying in. I won't be doing a lot on my laptop because I've literally got a tiny laptop with one screen, so I'm not going to be faffing around with that. I'm literally just going to be looking at the chat the whole time and answering your questions. As you can tell by the screen, I am yet to have actually replaced Bukayo Saka. I'm pretty sure it's going to be Bruno Fernandes, but because I wasn't like 100% sure, and because I missed that initial price fall for Saka, it didn't actually mean a lot to make the move, because even if Saka did fall again, I don't even know if he did, but it didn't affect my selling price, and Bruno wasn't going to rise anyway. So how many sprouts did you eat? I think I had 5 Brussels sprouts. I don't mind Brussels sprouts. They're not my favourite thing in the world, but they're also not bad. Dahlia is just gifted 10 memberships to start the stream off. That is insanity. Why is Dahlia doing that already? JK Lucy has been gifted a membership. Gavin Gould, Pajita, Banana, Jordan, Dylan, Joshi, Zakir, Samir, Noel Fernandez, JK17. You have all just been gifted memberships by Dahlia. What an absolute legend. Thank you very much, Dahlia. I appreciate you. Jeremy has said, hi, Ross. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, Jeremy. I just went for Szoboszlai as a funny pick. What do you think of him as an asset? I think when Szoboszlai is on the pitch, he's outstanding, but his minutes haven't been as good as you would think. Like every time I watch Szoboszlai, I'm like, wow, he's so suited to this Arne Slot system. He's so suited to the way Liverpool play, and then he doesn't play every game. So, yeah. Basically, when he's on the pitch, I think he'll be outstanding. And I do think he'll start more games than he doesn't, but just be aware that his minutes aren't perfect. But yeah, I really like it. Happy belated Christmas, everyone. Happy belated Christmas to you, Dahlia. Thank you very much. Super Duper FC has been a member for 18 months. Wowza. That's a long time. It means a lot to me when you guys have been members for long times as well. Makes me very proud that you've wanted to be a part of this channel for this long. Merry Christmas, Ross. Did Saka to Ødegaard with my 1 free transfer. Big fan. Love it. Absolutely love it. Yeah, I think Ødegaard's probably top 3 for me. I know a lot of people are looking at Martinelli. I would say that Martinelli and Saka for me are very close, because what you get with Saka is you get the penalties, you get the set pieces, and you get the, I would say, slightly higher security of minutes. But what you get with Martinelli is greater goal threat. You get someone that I think overall probably has a slightly higher ceiling and also does start most games. So I guess it's what you're looking for, really, isn't it? But I like both Martinelli and Ødegaard. I would say if I don't go Bruno today, and again, I'm not fully committed to going Bruno, but if I don't go Bruno, it'll be Ødegaard or Martinelli. Yeah, I will be going for an Arsenal asset. Did Saka to Sarr and Greaves to Trent? They feel like very easy transfers, don't they? I do feel like if you don't have Trent or Isak, downgrading Bukayo Saka to Sarr or Ahmad, I like it a lot. I think you're a little bit wrong with Szoboszlai's minutes. When you say I'm wrong, I don't think I am, because I think I looked at this. But let me double check, because if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. And I'm always happy to admit when I'm wrong. But I feel like he doesn't get... Yeah, he doesn't. So his minutes since game week 9, 27, so didn't start. 65, early sub. 25, didn't start. 90, 23, didn't start. 78, early sub, and then 90. So... And even before that, by the way, it was 60, 72, 45. Now, I'm not a Liverpool fan, so you might think that something has changed in recent weeks. So I guess if you're like framing it from game week 12, he's got 19, 90, 23, 78, 90. So he's got 90 in 3 of the last 5, but he was also benched against Newcastle. So unless I'm missing something as to why he's been benched, it just feels like Szoboszlai's minutes aren't that secure. And this is the thing with any Liverpool attacker, by the way. But I feel like if I'm going to bring in a Liverpool attacker, considering Szoboszlai is also a rotation risk, well, at that point, I just probably go for Luis Diaz or I go for Jota. Slot is subbing him early so he doesn't burn out. But then what about the subs as well? If that's the reason, then it's going to continue to happen probably, right? As a Liverpool fan, Jones will always be a threat to his minutes. This is the thing. And as I was saying, I feel like if you're then going to go for a rotation risk Liverpool attacker, well, then you don't go Szoboszlai ahead of Jota or ahead of Diaz. In terms of Jota versus Diaz, because I know a lot of people are asking, apologies for me playing with the microphone, I kind of feel like over the next 3, I think Diaz's minutes will be better than Jota's, because Jota is coming back from injury. But I feel like it depends on the time frame you're looking at. If you're looking short term, I think Diaz's minutes will be better over the next 3 to 5. But I think if you're looking long term, we saw very clearly when Jota was fit, Jota was first choice ahead of Diaz. He's definitely slots first choice number 9. So I almost feel like if you're looking to keep this Liverpool player for the foreseeable future, I would go Jota. If you're looking a little bit shorter term, I probably won't go for either of them, but Diaz's minutes might be slightly more secure, just because Jota is still coming back from fitness, right? He's played 11 minutes and then 22. Is he going to go and get like back-to-back starts? I can't see it. And is he going to get 2 starts in the next 3? I'm also not that sure. I don't even know that he starts this game against Leicester. I've got a feeling we could see Gakpo, Darwin and Salah, maybe. I mean, is Salah even definitely going to start? This is where we start getting a little bit, are we overthinking it at this stage? I don't know. Mohar says, start one of Mbeumo against Brighton or Semenyo against Crystal Palace at home. Mbeumo has penalties, but they are away. Semenyo, the team, I think it's Mbeumo. Mbeumo is just a better asset than Semenyo. I think Brighton at this moment in time are probably slightly weaker than Crystal Palace. And as you say, not only does Mbeumo have penalties, he has set pieces as well. I struggle to see what Semenyo has more than Mbeumo, so even the fixture I don't think is necessarily that much better. So yeah, I would probably go for Brian Mbeumo at the moment. Nicola says, happy holidays. Start João Pedro or Souček or -4 for Jesus. I really like Gabby Jesus, along with Martinelli and Ødegaard. I just think you really do, if you can, want to get in on that Arsenal action. I'm kind of slightly sad that we haven't had a Cunha ban, because I was probably looking at Jesus or Mateta, but I feel like I probably would have taken the punt on Gabby Jesus, but I'd probably still start João Pedro. I'm not that confident Jesus outscores João Pedro by 4 points. Who would you recommend as a Saka replacement for this week only? Do a half-season payout in mini-league, which is after this game week. Triple captain already active on Salah. I'd go Martinelli. I would ideally want to go for a Liverpool attacker, because if you look at the odds, like Liverpool are basically guaranteed to batter Leicester according to everything that you can look at. But again, I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised if Gakpo, Darwin, Diaz, or Jota are bench. Like, I've got genuinely no idea which of them starts. So I would probably go for Martinelli, because you're still getting a high upside game. I'd be very surprised if Martinelli's benched, although, I mean, Arsenal fans, is there any risk of Martinelli being on the bench? I think he'll start on the right wing in the absence of Saka, so I would probably go for Martinelli. Maybe even like could you go Trossard? Wouldn't be surprised if Trossard doesn't start, but he kind of has to. I think the front 3 will probably be Trossard, Jesus, Martinelli, right? With Ødegaard in behind. I would probably go Martinelli if you're looking for a 1-week pump. By the way, do remember to play your wildcard in the next 2 weeks. You don't want to lose your wildcard. Every year someone burns their wildcard because they think they can carry it over, but they can't. Trent for a -4 or play 8 Nuri. Oh, I would get Trent in. This is the fixture to attack, and I think it will start. Dave, by the way, this is a midweek deadline and it's Boxing Day. Do not be surprised if we get some really random benchings. It happens every year. Merry Christmas, sir, says Dave. Merry Christmas, Dave. I did Saka and Cunha to Ødegaard and Isak for a -4 earlier this week to avoid being priced out. A good move or an unnecessary hit? Well, it's not an unnecessary hit, really. You've got Saka, who you need to sell, and Cunha, who's probably going to be banned after this game. As much as I don't mind keeping Cunha, would I have rather Isak? Absolutely. So I think Ødegaard and Isak for Saka and Cunha sounds wonderful, Dave. I really like that. Sanko says, Merry Christmas, Ross. Hope you've had a great day. Curious about your opinion on Kulusevski as a Saka replacement. All the best from Bulgaria. If you've got a bit of a feeling about him, I don't mind it. The fixtures over the next 3 aren't bad. His minutes are always pretty good. But I feel like if I'm going for Kulusevski, I'd go Martinelli. The minutes should be even better now. Arsenal are still attacking well. Even when Saka went off, they looked good. He's got some good goal threat. I think I'd prefer Martinelli. Also, Martinelli does take the odd set piece as well. So, yeah, I like him a lot. He mainly takes set pieces when Rice is off the pitch, by the way. But Rice's fitness doesn't seem perfect at the moment. So, yeah. I honestly... So, top 3 Saka replacements for me, if I was to choose right now, it's Bruno, Ødegaard, and then probably one of Foden or Martinelli. So, yeah. Or by the way, Ismail Assar and Ahmad are great, but I don't need to sort of downgrade all that way. Start Enzo or Rodgers. I'm starting Enzo at the moment, but I do think that Rodgers, it's a sort of game that could suit him once again against Newcastle, because it's quite an open game. Start Ola Aina or Howson. Oh, that's a closer one. I'd probably start Howson there, you know. Massive set piece threat, and I feel like he's got a greater chance for a clean sheet. But Nottingham Forest are absolutely incredible, aren't they? What is the best free hit side if pulling that move? Oh, you go big on Arsenal and Liverpool. I think you go Trent, you go Salah, and then you choose one of Jota or Diaz or Gakpo or Darwin that you think will start. I'm not going to make that decision for you. And then I think you go Gabriel, Martinelli, Ødegaard, or Gabriel, Martinelli, Jesus. I feel like you go for triple Liverpool, triple Arsenal. Outside of that, just see which games you think you could be quite high scoring. I'm trying to think. What games would I go big on? I would probably have Erling Haaland if I was on a free hit. And I would be tempted to go without Cole Palmer. Like, if I was on a free hit and I'm thinking, what can I do to really make the most of the chip? Cole Palmer against a resolute Fulham defence versus, I guess, Everton are very good though, aren't they? I just feel like if I was on a free hit, I'd have Erling Haaland or Phil Foden or something. You know, I'd back City a little bit. Outside of that, where would I go? I'd probably still have Isak because he's in incredible form. Yeah. I think a lot of teams are very unpredictable at the moment, aren't they? So that would probably be the main players I'd have, but definitely triple Arsenal, triple Liverpool. That would be a given. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to you. Fabianski or Sell/Colwill versus Hall? I'm a bit confused. Oh, okay. Sorry. There's the goalkeeper benching decision and the defender one. Fabianski or Sells? I'd start Fabianski. Colwill or Hall? I'd start Lewis Hall. Yeah, I'd start Fabianski and Hall. I have Jackson/João Pedro/Larson. Would you take a -4 for Isak or Jesus, or Gordon to Ødegaard Martinelli? Yeah, I would sell Larson for Isak or Jesus for a -4 if you can afford to do that. I wouldn't sell Jackson. I wouldn't sell João Pedro. But Strand Larson to Isak or Jesus, I'd probably go Isak still. I don't think Gordon to Martinelli or Ødegaard makes a lot of sense to me. Luke says, happy belated Christmas, Ross. Thank you very much, Luke. Loving the AC Milan shirt. Yeah, it's like a Christmassy AC Milan jumper. I love it. I got it from, I think it was like classic football shirts a few years ago. 4 free transfers. Plan is to use a maximum of 2. Okay. Option A, Saka to Bruno/Foden and João Pedro to Jesus. Or option B, Saka to Bruno, Foden, Martinelli. Not convinced on the Saka replacements. I wouldn't be selling João Pedro, but considering you've got 4 free transfers, maybe you do utilise one, because I would prefer Jesus to João Pedro. Do you know what? I would be very tempted with 4 free transfers to do Saka to Bruno and João Pedro to Jesus. Yeah, I'd be very tempted. I think the reason I'm not really considering it is I've got more pressing things to want to use my free transfers on than selling João Pedro. But like I do think maybe if I had... Because like, if I was on a wild card right now, I would still consider João Pedro, by the way, but my front 3 would probably be... It would be Isak, Jesus, and if I could afford it, Jackson. That would be like the ideal front 3, but it's obviously not that easy because that's very expensive. I still think João Pedro is good value, by the way. I wouldn't be like rushing him out of your teams desperately. Is the sound and camera and everything still all right, guys? No one's complaining. It's probably, I bet now, from now on, it's probably going to be a better live stream than normal. I'm in a smaller room, so the audio is probably better. My nan's internet's banging. It's probably going to be better than a normal one. Salah posted where cooked. Yeah, there's the myth or what's the word I'm looking for? Conspiracy that when Salah posts a Christmas tree, it all goes terribly for him. I'm not sure how much I believe that, but we'll see. You sure want to go with Salah captain after he's... Oh my God, I've literally just looked at the chat. People are genuinely serious about this. There is nothing behind... Well, I don't think. I'm probably not in a position to comment on it, but I don't think Salah posting a Christmas tree is going to affect his performance. Otherwise, he wouldn't do it every year if he genuinely believed that. Jeremy has gifted 5 Raptier memberships. Thank you. Lee, Alamudi, Ben, Eric, and Oliver. You've all been gifted memberships by the wonderful Jeremy. Thank you very much, Jeremy. Far too kind. Look at this. 'Tis the season. 'Tis the season. Still fine, still fine. Fantastic. Thank you for all of the feedback. I appreciate it. Let me know what your plans are as well. So basically, please remind me, by the way, because I haven't sold Saka. I need to sell Saka. And then outside of that, just go through my plan. So I need to sell Saka to Bruno, Ødegaard, or Martinelli. I think they're the 3 I've narrowed it down to. And then I'm going to wait for early team news on Rico Lewis. If Rico Lewis isn't starting and we find that out, I'll probably sell him to Munoz. If we don't get any news or we find out he's starting, then I'll just keep him and start him myself.
We're gonna have the exact same team.
Is it in? No, well, I've got a worse goalkeeper. Definitely for this week. Akshan says Saka to Bruno and Luka Dean to Trent for a -4. Yeah, that feels great. I mean, no issues against Luka Dean, but considering he can get Trent, like when we talk about entry points, this is the entry point for an Arsenal. If you want to bring in a Liverpool or Arsenal asset, it's probably worth taking a -4 for them this week because this is the entry point. Ipswich and Leicester at home, like this has got to be the point. If you're like, I think I want Gabby Jesus, I think I want Jota, I think I want Trent, this is the week to bring them in. It has to be. Shazam says, Happy Christmas, Ross and family. Nana Raptor spare room is famous. Have a great day and lots of green arrows all around. Big love, my man. And I hope your hangover's okay. If you have one, that is, of course. Merry Christmas. Bench 2 of Cunha, João Pedro, Semenyo, Sarr. Ooh, that is a benching headache and a half. I wouldn't bench Ismaila Sarr in his current form. I'd probably bench Semenyo and then João Pedro. I think I'd start Cunha and Sarr. That's very close, though. That's just based on form. Based on fixture, you probably bench Cunha and Sarr. So it depends if you're a fixture or form player. But I think Cunha and Sarr are probably the two players that are playing best at the moment for their teams. So that is what I'd be tempted to do in terms of a start. Right, where was I? Rahul says, still have my wild card. Do you think replacing Cunha for Jesus or bring in Jackson? So you still have your wild card. Well, I'd use your wild card this week if you still have it. But if you're using it next week, you saying basically like a 1 week thing. I'd just keep Cunha. If you've still got your wild card, if you're saying on your wild card, I'd have Jesus. In fact, I would have Jesus on a wild card. You got basically like a free go at that because you're not having to utilize a transfer on it, I guess. You're okay. Hey Ross, it's my birthday today. My wish is green arrow for all of us. Merry Christmas and thank you for your passion. For Clav, I'm so proud. I probably awfully butchered your name there. Firstly, Merry Christmas, but secondly, a happy birthday as well. I know quite a few people that are born on Christmas Day. Not Boxing Day, of course, but Christmas Day. And obviously, you have to share your birthday with people that are celebrating the holidays. So I hope you have a wonderful birthday. And I hope people are still celebrating your birthday today. Triple Captain Salah. Yeah, I probably would. Honestly, if you think he's going to start, I guess the issue is, I think he'll start, right, Salah, because he's just been in incredible form. But if there is a game to give Salah limited minutes, if there's a game to whip Salah off at 60, it's this. So I wouldn't be surprised if that is the case. But I'd still be very tempted to do it. I mean, in 60 minutes, Salah could go absolutely ballistic. We've just added another 5 gifted memberships by MN Chuckstar to, who's got them? Masiak, Just a Dad Posting Stuff. What an account name. Joe and FPL North. Was there someone else as well? Valentine as well. Massive thank you to everyone being so kind. FPL Discomfort has just become a member as well. I really appreciate it. Look at all of this. It is definitely the season. God, this is already hard to hold. By the way, these mics are like well over, probably like 2.5 kilos to hold. So this is going to be fun for my forearms. Where were we? Right, we have to stop where we were because Sean has just come in with a ridiculous super chat. That is far too generous, Sean. Merry Christmas to you and the pickle. Thank you for all your good and bad advice throughout the year. Our TV would not be the same without you on it. Mate, that is far, far too kind. I love that you snuck in the bad advice as well. I will always be the first to hold up my hands and say that I give some pretty terrible advice throughout the year. I appreciate that. You didn't have to do that. No one has to do that, but thank you so much. You are a legend. Honestly. This is why I'm glad I did a Boxing Day stream. There's just something about this time of year where everyone's just a little bit happier. I think there's a reason to be. But yeah, I appreciate that so much. I honestly do feel like it's a bit of a family without getting too soppy on this channel. Right, where was I? Thoughts on KDB? When he starts, he's amazing, but how many does he start? Like, we know that his fitness isn't there. We know he's getting older. I tell you what, if you've got a feeling about KDB, I would never put anyone off. He's got such high upside, even higher than Phil Foden. His data this season when he's played has been remarkable. I wouldn't go there because I just think he's not got penalties. He's not got the minutes. City aren't playing very well. But as soon as City do turn it on, and if KDB's a part of that, it could be massive. So yeah, I wouldn't, but I don't hate it. Are you planning on using your bench boost in a double game week? Not necessarily. I am planning that, but I wouldn't be surprised if I decide to play it in a single. I think if you've got a single game week where it looks really good, then maybe. My bench is Fabianski, Rogers, Colwell, Robinson. That's a really low upside bench, I'd say. Right, Colwill clean sheet is the max you're going to get, and you're probably not going to get it. Robinson, you're probably not going to get a clean sheet. You might get an assist, but it's not going to come every week, an assist. Rodgers against Newcastle could go massive, but probably slightly low upside, and Fabianski, a good chance for a clean sheet. I don't know. I don't think you're looking at a massive bench there. I'd probably wait. If I was to play it in a single week, I'd want a really high upside. And the other thing is, because it is Boxing Day, you just don't know if there might be some random benchings and players might not come on at all. Like, for example, Nicholas Jackson, last time there was a midweek game, not only was he benched, he played 0 minutes. And so if any of your players don't play any minutes, it's just a waste of the bench boost. So I probably wouldn't. Just about. Saka and Cunha to Diaz and Jesus for free. I don't love the Luis Diaz pump, just because I don't know if he's going to start. Like, I do like Luis Diaz as a pick. I like Jota as a pick. I like Gakpo as a pick. But who's going to start this week? Salah's probably locking up one of the spots. Could be Jota, Diaz, or Darwin through the middle. Could be Diaz or Gakpo off the left. They could even play Harvey Elliott on the right as well. Like, they've just got so many options. I just probably wouldn't go there myself. I don't want to put people off Liverpool, but it is a risk, isn't it? Dave says, all three probably concede loads, but who to start? Robinson, Konsa, or Leif Davis? You know who I'm going to say. No, really, though, I wouldn't start Leif Davis. That's a terrible fixture for him. Currently on Robinson for the attacking potential. Yeah, I'd probably start Robinson, because, like as you say, Konsa and Davis, you'd be very surprised if they don't concede. So even though Robinson also probably concedes, considering that Fulham are the best defence of those three as well, and he's probably the most attacking, Davis is very attacking. I'd start Robinson, Dave. Kieran says, Merry Christmas. What do you think of Saka to Erdegaard and Cunha up to Jackson for a -4? Leaves me enough to do Davis to Munoz next week. Oh, I love that. I don't know that you need to do the Cunha move this week. I wouldn't mind having Cunha instead of Jackson this 1 week. So I think you could do that for free. Just do Saka to Erdegaard and start Cunha. But if you've got a feeling about Jackson this week, then yeah. I think that's a lovely set of transfers overall, Kieran. Jay says, a -4 for Sarr in place for Enzo. Already got Bruno. -4 for doing Enzo to Sarr. No. I do. By the way, I prefer Sarr. If you gave me a choice now, I'd rather Sarr than Enzo, but I wouldn't take a -4 for that. Aditya says, Raya and Diaz. By the way, I am slightly hit averse, and the reason for that is that they often don't pay off, and I don't want to just advise that you randomly take hits. If you've got a feeling about a player, though, take all the hits you want. I think you need to enjoy the game. But do I think that a -4 for Enzo to Sarr is a good idea? Not personally. Aditya says, Raya and Diaz / Jota or Alisson and Erdegaard / Martinelli with 2 free transfers. I significantly prefer Alisson and Erdegaard / Martinelli. And the reason I say that, Alisson makes more saves than Raya. And I feel like Erdegaard and Martinelli are both more nailed than Diaz and Jota. I think Alisson and Martinelli could be spicy. But yeah, I would prefer that one. Request your detailed thought process. Firstly, fantastic rank you've got there. My detailed thought process is just as I said. The only thing that would put me back on the flip side is I think the Arsenal defence are better than the Liverpool defence. So maybe Raya and Diaz Jota might have the... Like, if Diaz or Jota start enough minutes, that's probably the better combo. But I just think I'd go Alisson and Erdegaard or Martinelli. Gosh, Sean, I've just seen that again. You absolute legend. FPL Discomfort gifted a membership as well. Thank you, as well as becoming a member himself. Thank you very much, man. I appreciate that. 'Tis definitely the season. Sorry, by the way, if I'm missing any messages or anything, I'm on my laptop and I've only got one screen. I've normally got like 2 or 3 screens and I can sort of pivot from side to side. So I do apologise if I've missed anything. I'm trying my best. Triple captain Salah, yeah, as I said, don't mind it at all. I don't mind it at all. Who would you bench, Wissa or João Pedro? Oh, that's a tough one. I'm a João Pedro fanboy, so I would still start João Pedro. And I think he's on pens. But is Wissa a better asset? Yeah. So, like, he gets more goals and returns, so maybe Wissa. I think I would start João Pedro, personally. I mean, predict which way you see that game going, right? It's the same game. They're playing against each other. So, who do you expect to win that game? Who do you expect to dominate? What do you expect the final score to be? Start Semenyo or Rodgers. Merry Christmas, Ross. Merry Christmas to you. I'd start Semenyo. Start Semenyo or Ahmad. I'd start Ahmad there. Rico Lewis or Kirkers. I'd start Kirkers. Ahmad and Kirkers. Hi, Ross. Hope you're well. Can you rate this? Sanchez, Gabriel, Saliba, Trent, Van Dijk, Akanji, Salah, Palmer, Fernandes, Jesus, Isak. Can I rate that? I mean, apart from Akanji, who I suppose is a slight risk. That is an expensive back line, by the way. That is 5 premium defenders. You don't have 5-3-2. You are. That's a naughty team. I don't mind it, Carl. I've never seen a 5 premium defence in a 5-3-2, though. That's hilarious. Not hilarious in a bad way. It's just so out the box thinking. I mean, I don't mind it. If Akanji starts, it's great. Is Akanji fit enough to start? Is he gonna? Other than that, it's a great team. I'm gonna give it like a 9 because I like the outside the box thinking as well. But yeah, I love that attack by the way. Salah, Palmer, Fernandes, Jesus, Isak. 5 elite attackers and double Liverpool and double Arsenal defence. Is that a free hit? I love it. I don't know why. Just the best. Right, 1 free transfer. Should I do Flecken to Alisson or save? Yeah, I would. I'd get rid of Flecken. Also, Alisson's great for the medium term. He's got that double game week. By the way, I haven't actually made a video since we've had this announcement. It looks like double game week 24 is no longer on, and instead it's likely to be double game week 25, which would give Liverpool a double of Wolves at home and Everton at home. Everton away, sorry. So it's a better double for Liverpool, which is coming a week later. In terms of for Everton, I actually can't remember who that is. Let me just type in an Everton's player's name. For Everton, that gives them a double of Crystal Palace away and Liverpool away. So the double's not as good for Everton. But remember, they've still got Leicester at home the week before. But yeah, that double for Liverpool now is looking very naughty. Thoughts on going Gordon instead of Bruno/Odegaard? Yeah, I love Gordon. I think even... It's not directly linked, but especially if you've not gone Isak, it might just feel like you've got a little bit of something in the Newcastle attack, I guess. Carl says, yeah, it's a free hit, mate. Yeah, I thought so. I don't mind it. Honestly, though, on a free hit, I would go for more attackers, Carl. I would have Odegaard, Martinelli, Jota. I'd go really big on the Liverpool and Arsenal attackers. But if Liverpool and Arsenal keep clean sheets, which, by the way, is predicted to probably happen, then you are laughing. You've got 4 clean sheets immediately there. Where was I? Oh, no, I've lost where I was. Jay with the super chat says, Merry Christmas, pal. Merry Christmas, Jay. I have a midfield of Salah, Palmer, Enzo, Fernandes, and Ahmad. Can't decide whether to start Enzo or Ahmad. Currently, Ahmad is on the bench. I would do the opposite. I think Fulham are a stronger defence than Wolves, and I think Ahmad is a better asset than Enzo. He's just got more goal threat. So I would start Ahmad and bench Enzo. But again, with your bench decisions, I would really just trust your gut feeling as much as you can. BJ says, hey Ross, please rate this team. Fabianski, Trent, Gvardiol, Gabriel, Salah, Bruno, Rogers, Palmer, Isak, Cunha, João Pedro. People have got some great teams. Yeah, I don't know, like a 9. Only issue with that, is there an issue? No, there's no real issue. Maybe even higher than that. It's a nice team. Every player's good. I'm quite jealous of Gvardiol. I'd rather have Gvardiol than Rico Lewis right now because you just know he's going to start every game. He's got Everton at home. Yeah, it's a nice team. And he's got really good goal threat. Even playing at centre-back, Gvardiol just finds a way to get big chances. Kieran says, bit of a different question. Got down to final 2 in a last man standing. If you're betting on one team to win this week, who are you going? I mean, it has to be Liverpool. But assuming you might have already used Liverpool, if I'm betting outside the box a little bit, I don't know. I mean, it's got to be Liverpool or Arsenal, right? I'd feel more comfortable about Liverpool. Southampton, West Ham, I'm not sure I'd feel fully comfortable, though you would expect West Ham to have too much for Southampton. Maybe Man City. I know that's a very strange thing to say. I can't see Everton beating Man City. I can see them holding them out for a long time and maybe frustrating them, but yeah, I'd probably say Liverpool, Arsenal, Man City. And I know a lot of people won't like the Man City pick, but surely. I definitely wouldn't go on the Newcastle Villa game. I think that one's difficult to predict. Both teams have had a really good couple of games, so. Right, where was I? Saka out or Semenyo as well for -4. -8 for Wissa out. I don't think you need to take hits to take out Semenyo and Wissa. They're both very good for minutes. They've both got decent fixtures. I would keep Wissa and Semenyo. I just focus on Saka out. Lukey Boy says, hello, Ross and Pickle, and to all the Raptor family. Hope you're having a great Christmas. Thank you, my man. I appreciate you being a member for 26 months. On my wildcard this week, would you go for Ahmad or Sarr? Love the Leaf Davis mug. I know, I wish I had the Leaf Davis mug with me. I would be going for... I'd go for Ismaila Sarr instead of Ahmad, personally. Yeah. I just think Ismaila Sarr is on a... He's on a really nice run of form. So first, you're getting on a player that's performing well. But if you look at his season-long data, Ismaila Sarr has got really strong season-long data. And he's playing in a position where it doesn't fluctuate too much week to week. Ahmad could be dropped to right wing back at any stage if we need to give Dallo a rest, or Mazraoui doesn't want to play there if he wants to play him in centre back. So I just feel like with Ismaila Sarr, and because Glasner's been there for a lot longer, I just feel like there's a little bit more security and certainty with what you're getting from Sarr. I feel like Ahmad could have a higher ceiling. But if Ahmad blanked in the next 3 games, would I be massively surprised? Maybe less so than Sarr. And I actually prefer the fixtures coming up for Palace as well. So yeah, I think Sarr is my favoured cheap midfielder at the moment. Jeremy says, start Mazraoui or Robinson? I think you've got to start Mazraoui there. I think I'd start Mazraoui. There's a chance he plays at right wing back again as well. Hatik says, hey Ross, Merry Christmas, my FPL Lord and Saviour. Thank you very much. Cunha, Saka, Vandenberg to Isak, Sarr, Trent. What are your thoughts? My thoughts are that perfection. Even for a -4. I mean, do I love selling Cunha as part of a -4? No, but you're selling Saka and Vandenberg, and the 3 you're bringing in is Isak, Sarr, Trent. I'd get that done in a heartbeat, Hatik. Never stop FPL therapy. I don't plan to. As long as people keep watching and listening, I'll keep doing it. Thank you very much, though. Watkins and 8 Nuri out for Jesus and Trent / Van Dijk. Yeah, get that done. If it's for a -4, less keen, but I don't even know that Watkins starts again. Could be Duran again. Jesus and Trent, I'd get that done immediately. I would go Trent instead of Van Dijk personally, though. I have Salah, Palmer, Diaz, and Rodgers with Mbermo benched. Shall I bring him on? And if I do, for who? It helps my front 3. It's Jackson, Cunha, Pedro. What would I do there? I would probably start Mbermo ahead of João Pedro.
What was the midfield?
I would have Mbermo ahead of Rodgers. I would have Mbermo ahead of Rodgers and João Pedro, but I would probably still have Jackson, Cunha, Salah, Palmer, and Diaz ahead of Mbermo. If it was me, I'd bench Rodgers there. I've just got a bit of a thing for penalty takers though. and probably wrongfully so. We don't get that many penalties, but you imagine in the week that you bench your penalty taker, they get 2 penalties. Like, what happened with Cliver? 3 penalties in 1 game. You'd feel sick to your stomach. It's always heartbreaking to bench penalty taker when they get a penalty. And then you feel like you're unlucky, but can you call yourself unlucky if you bench penalty taker? I don't know. I think Rodgers is brilliant, by the way, and I don't love benching him. But at the same time, am I expecting that much from him against Newcastle? I said this against Man City, to be fair. I probably expected maybe 1 return, so he could have had 3 or 4. Hi, Ross. Start 3. Strand Larson, Enzo, Rodgers, Wan-Bissaka, Hall. I would bench Strand Larson and Wan-Bissaka. Oh, he's got Southampton, though. I'd bench Strand Larson and Wan-Bissaka. I'd start Enzo, Rodgers, and Hall. Although Rodgers... yeah, I don't like the Rodgers and Hall clash, actually. Maybe Enzo... Why is my camera turned off?
Good time for you to leave.
What is that about? Hello? It's not run out of battery, has it? It should be on charge. Okay, I'm still here. Hello. If that happens again, it might have just auto-timed out. If it happens again, I'll change the charger for it. My camera just went, nope. Don't want to see your face anymore, mate. Pickle comes in and you get overheated. Pickle's been there all along. Temp too high. It said it's overheating. Oh, God. Why is it overheating? I can maybe work that out in a second if it happens again. It said internal temp too high. Oh, dear. It shouldn't be. It doesn't even feel hot. Oh, God. Technology doesn't work in my favour, does it? Bring back the egg. I don't even have the egg picture loaded on this laptop. That was probably an oversight from me. Typical Ross stream with cameras being gone. I know. Even on a completely different computer, it's still having a mare. Nanoraptor Wi-Fi on the blink. I think the Wi-Fi is pretty good by Nanoraptor, to be fair. I think the Wi-Fi is holding up okay. Merry Christmas, bro. Merry Christmas, Flexbox. 2 free transfers. Saka to Sarr and Eva Nilsson to Isak. I don't love selling Eva Nilsson this week, but yeah, Saka to Sarr and Eva Nilsson to Isak. For 2 free transfers, I'd probably get it done, yeah. Neville says, good morning, Ross. What do you think about my team? Flecken, Trent, Porro, Gabriel, Hall, Salah, Palmer, Rodgers, Erdegaard, Pedro, Isak, Jackson. It's a lovely team. I love that midfield. I love the idea of having Erdegaard. Good defence. Also don't know who to bench. Yeah, the benching decision's a bit more tricky. I feel like it's probably Hall and... just Hall. If you're looking for a defender, yeah, probably Lewis Hall there. Maybe Porro. It's a lovely team, Neville. That's a really good position to be in. You've not given me 8 attackers there, I think, have you? You've given me 7 attackers. So you start all 7 attackers and then you bench... I'd probably bench Porro or Hall. You can't bench Trent or Gabriel. It's a lovely team, though. Start Rodgers or Enzo. I'd start Enzo marginally. And Pedro to Jesus for a -4. I wouldn't sell Pedro to Jesus for a -4, but I do understand that the upside is very, very high. So maybe you go for it. What do you think of this team? Sells Gabriel, Hall, Trent, Martinelli / Gordon, Palmer, Salah, Sarr, Pedro, Isak, Jackson. It's beautiful. Who would I prefer this week? I prefer Martinelli to Gordon this week. But it's a lovely team, that. I'm quite jealous of a lot of your teams. Not that I dislike my team, but there are some lovely picks in there. I want a lot of it. I want Ismail Assar. I want Bruno. I want Erdegaard. I want Martinelli. There's a lot of midfielders that I want right now. Bench 1, Matoma / Rogers. I have João Pedro starting. Oh, that's tough. Matoma's not been very good recently. I would be tempted to start Rogers. But definitely the fixture's better for Matoma. But I'd be tempted to start Rogers. Especially as you say, you've got João Pedro starting. If Brighton stink it up again, that's gonna feel pretty gutting. MN Chuckster with the big boys super chat, ridiculously kind. You need to stop being so kind. Hi Ross, finally got a small green arrow last week, so only upwards from now on. Amazing. You deserve that as well. Enjoy the family day. Have a family lunch today as well. Then a round of squash to get rid of the extra pounds. I really want to play squash. I've never actually done it, but it looks good. I feel like I'd end up like twisting an ankle or something. Say hi to Pickle for me. She's just left the room, but when she comes back, I will say hello. You're probably going to see her enter the room in a second. Right, where was I? By the way, thank you once again. AKU with another generous super chat. Says, hey Russ, I've got a weird question for you. I have a defence of Gabriel Timber, Robinson, Luca Dean and Greaves. I'm going to sell Saka and upgrade one of them to Trent. Who would you upgrade? Gabriel Timber, Robinson, Luca Dean, Greaves. I would upgrade Luca Dean. I think having a 5th defender at 4 million is absolutely fine. Like, I don't think you need 5 good defenders. And like, listen, you've got Gabriel Timber, Robinson, who you can largely start every week, and you're adding Trent. You don't need that 5th defender. So yeah, I would probably end up starting Greaves, I think. Sorry, not starting Greaves. I would keep Greaves and sell Luca Dean. This chair that I'm sitting in has no back support. That's going to be fun later on when my back gives in. I just lay on the floor crying about how old I am. Saka to Bruno, Saka to Bruno / Sar and Lewis to Trent for -4 or wait. I think if Rico... No, I would do it. I would do it, sorry. I just think you've got... This is the entry point for Trent. He could go massive. I was going to say if Rico Lewis starts, you might not want to do it, but you'd still prefer Trent, wouldn't you? And this is the banker fixture for him. Blackfinch says, Merry Christmas, Ross. What would you do in my spot? My team is Fab, Pickford, Robinson, Colwell, Aina, Saka, Palmer, Smith Rowe, Jackson, Wood, Isak. 1 million in the bank. What would I do in your position? I think you're missing an Arsenal defender and you're missing a Liverpool defender. So I would probably aim to bring in... If you can get to Gabriel, or can you do like Pickford to Allison or something like that? Hello, Pickle. You're not going to be on camera.
Hello.
Would you like to say hello or not yet? Okay, you just kind of...
Oh, there's the camera.
You're just creeping. Hello. Was that it?
Yeah.
Okay, that was a little quick hello.
I'm so bad with cameras, I always go the wrong way.
No, that's okay. Well, this setup we've got is quite confusing, I'll be honest. Where was I? Saka and Hall for Trent and Jota for a -4. Will Jota start? I don't know, and I wouldn't sell Lewis Hall, but I would want Trent. So that's a difficult one to answer, but yeah, I don't mind that set of transfers. Will Jota start? I honestly have no idea. I'm not going to try and pretend I will. I watched too much Harry and took a -8. It's outrageous. Ross, are you laying a filthy acca on today? I don't gamble, but good luck to you if you are. Gakpo and Darwin are both on 4 yellows. Do you think that might affect slot selection? Maybe. Frosty, you might make a good point there. I doubt it, but maybe. Because the thing is, if they get suspended, he's got other players, right? If either of those get their 5th yellow, he's probably not like, oh no, I've got to start Diaz and Jota now. So I doubt it. But you never know. We need to make sure we make our moves. I keep forgetting I've not made my transfers yet. Or transfer. I'm probably only going to make the one, but I need to make that. Oh, my belly's going crazy. I did that one. Triple captain Salah now or wait for the Ipswich. I'd be very tempted now, but I will just say there is a marginal chance that he gets either reduced minutes or starts on the bench. I don't think that will happen, but I do think he'll get an early sub. Like, Salah's not playing 90 against Leicester at home, unless they're losing at that stage, which would be shocking. But why would you give Salah 90 against Leicester at home on Boxing Day? Like, it's the perfect opportunity to give him 60, 70 minutes. I still think he's the best captain, but that might be enough to put me off the triple captaincy. I don't know. But the damage that man can do in 60 minutes. The damage that man can do in like 5 minutes at the moment is crazy. What do you think about Foden for the punt? Yeah, I love Phil Foden. As a Man United fan, I know that's strange to say. I really love Phil Foden. City. It's City. It's not Phil Foden as much as City. They're just not at it, are they? And we keep saying, oh, it will happen eventually. Like, look at the fixtures. It will happen. It will happen. It will happen. And it's just not happened yet. And Everton isn't even a lovely game, really, is it? I'm so going to regret Diaz. I'm just stuck on that move. Oh, it's overheated again, hasn't it? One sec. I've got an idea. 2 seconds. Hello, I'm back. I was charging it at the same time, and I'm wondering if the charging has caused it to overheat. So we shall see if that stops it from happening. It's weird because it says it's overheating and then just turns straight back on. Your camera is begging for her life. Yeah, I know. She's not happy at all, is she? Right, we're back. It wouldn't be. Listen, would it be an FPL Raptor live stream if my camera worked fine? No, it wouldn't, would it? We're getting there though. One day when I have a fully functioning live stream, you're all going to leave. You'll be like, nah, it's not the same now. Liam with the super chat. Thank you, Liam. Says, Ross, if I do OW, oh no, this is one of those when I don't know who everyone is. Ollie Watkins for AN. AN. Ollie Watkins to. Oh, Ollie Watkins in A and AN. Who's AN? AN. For Gabriel Jesus and Virgil van Dijk. Oh, 8 Nuri, probably. Yeah, probably 8 Nuri. I threw up more funds to replace Matoma with a 7.6 budget. Should I replace him or get Trent instead of Van Dijk and keep the free transfer? I would go Trent ahead of Van Dijk, and I still think you can afford like Martinelli. I would do Ollie Watkins and 8 Nuri to Gabriel, Jesus and Trent, and I would probably go for Martinelli if you've got a free Arsenal spot. If you don't, I'd go for Ismail Assar. Yeah, I wouldn't go for Van Dijk to save the money, especially if you've not really got anything that you're saving the money for, right? So, yeah, that would be my opinion on it. Ross, the camera turned off and distracted you from my super chat. I'm sorry. What did you think about starting 3? Strand Larsen, Enzo, Rogers, Hall, Wan-Bissaka. Oh, yeah, it did, didn't it? I was midway through that. So definitely Strand Larsen. I would still start your 2 attackers. So I'd still start Enzo and Rogers. So it's basically bench one of Hall or Wan-Bissaka. I understand Wan-Bissaka's got the better fixture, and I understand that Hall is clashing with Rogers, but Hall is a better asset than Wan-Bissaka. So I would probably start Enzo, Rogers, Hall, if that was my team. Hopefully that helps, and sorry for getting distracted. Start 1 of Wood, Sarr, Matoma, Semenyo, Cunha. Start 1? I assume you mean bench 1, surely. You can't bench 4 attackers. So who would I bench? That's so tough, isn't it? Probably Matoma or Semenyo. I'd start Cunha, Wood, and Sarr. If you do genuinely somehow mean which one would I start the most, it's probably Cunha. Ross is so hot that he made the camera overheat. It's the effect. I have the same effect on women as I do on cameras, to be honest. She gave me this look like, okay, sure. Well, it worked for you, didn't it? Yeah, that's what I thought. The Crazy Gamer says, Merry Christmas, Ross. Merry Christmas, my friend. I have Ali Robinson, Trent Kirkes, Salah, Palmer, Enzo, Ahmad, Saka, Jackson, and Isak. What do you think I should do about Saka? I'd sell him. Who would I sell him for? Well, you're going to have to bench Enzo. So, I mean, you could just start the midfield 4 of Salah, Palmer, Enzo, Ahmad, by the way. But I'd sell Saka for Erdegaard, Martinelli, or Bruno, or Foden, or Son. There are so many fun picks you could go for. But yeah, I would still sell Saka in that position. Saka to Gordon, and Mazraoui to Trent for a hit. Yeah, I would do it. I don't normally advocate hits, but taking a hit to bring in someone like Trent with that upside he has. And he might get an early substitution, which might genuinely be a good thing. Like, if Trent comes off around 65, 70, he might bank the clean sheet, and he might have already done a lot of damage by them. See, I don't mind it. 2 free transfers. Davis and Saka out for Trent and anyone up to 7.7. Thinking Sarr or Diaz, I have Palmer, Salah, Gordon, and Ahmed. I don't love the Liverpool attackers because I don't know who's going to start, and that will happen every week. It's not just this week, it's next week. Right, so if Gakpo and Diaz start this one, could Diaz start again? Does he give Darwin the shout? Does Jota start? We still don't know. So I would probably go Martinelli or Sarr. Martinelli or Sarr if you've got up to 7.7. But I still do like Erdegaard and Bruno if you can afford them. Would you sell Hall, Colwell, or Kirkes for Trent? Wow, that's tough. Probably Colwell. He's playing for the best defence of the 3, but he's got the least attacking threat. And I think Hall and Kirkes are brilliant. I'd probably keep Hall and Kirkes and I'd sell Colwell. Depends what sort of manager you are, though. If you just want a safe option you can start every week, then Colwell's your guy. You've got just over an hour till the deadline. Plenty of time to get everything locked in. I still need to make my transfer, as you can see by what is on the screen. So I'm going to sell Saka probably for, I'd say, Bruno Fernandes or Odegaard. And then I'm going to wait for Rico Lewis news. And if Rico Lewis isn't starting, then I will sell him for Munoz. That's the plan. Start one of Iwobi, Rogers, or Rico Lewis. Rogers. Went Saka to Sarr and Davis to Trent. What are your thoughts? Love it, Izzy Gaming. Hope you had a good Christmas. Matthew says, start Ahmad or João Pedro. Ooh. Biased Man United fan versus biased love penalties. You are testing my love of Man United versus my love of penalties. Or Ahmad or João Pedro. I'd start Ahmad. Ahmad's playing so well at the moment. João Pedro's not. I took a punt on Foden. Merry Christmas, Ross. I love it, Matthew. I'm a Foden fanboy. Again, as a Man United fan, that's a strange thing to say, but I just love Phil Foden. He's done me so well in FPL in the past as well. Like, he's always delivered for me when I've needed him most. Right, where was I? Wazzy says, Merry Christmas, Ross. My team is Trent Robinson, Gabriel Palmer, Enzo Ahmad, Salah Jackson, Isak, and João Pedro. Stumped for a Saka replacement. Much love, mate. So you've got... It does mean you've got an Arsenal spot open. I think Odegaard, Martinelli, Bruno are still my top three, in my opinion. But I also don't have an issue if you go all the way down to Ismaila Sarr. They would be my top four. And I would just chuck in, you could go for a cheeky punt on Foden, Diaz, Jota, if you feel like their minutes are predictable enough. But yeah, for me, it would be Bruno or an Arsenal attacker, probably. I do really... Like, I want Bruno because I'm a United fan, and I just think Bruno in this Amorim system as a 10 will continue to do quite well. But part of me is just like, there's such high upside. I think Arsenal are going to absolutely batter Ipswich. And I'm sorry if you're an Ipswich fan, but I could see that being anything. 4-0, 5-0. And so I kind of do want a piece of the Arsenal attack. But you give me an option to buy Bruno Fernandes, and I'm probably going to do it. I've not owned it. By the way, people... I saw in my comments, like, oh, biased Man United fan. I've not owned a Man United player all season. I'm probably one of the only ones. People have had, like, Mazraoui, Dalot. They've had Bruno, Ahmad. Like, I've not owned a Man United player. So let me have this moment. Jordan says, who's got the highest ceiling this week? Sarr, Semenyo, or Rogers? P.S. My Boxing Day ACCA would make me the 7th richest man in the world. How many teams have you put on that accumulator? Sarr, Semenyo, or Rogers got the highest upside? I'd say Ismaila Sarr, because I think he's got the greatest goal threat. Yeah, probably Ismaila Sarr, but it's not a great fixture against Bournemouth, is it? But it depends on the sort of game that Bournemouth try and play. Bournemouth are very prone to sort of just going for it. So yeah, that could work. What did you get for Christmas? I got lots of lovely stuff, actually. I'll go through that maybe after the deadline. But yeah, thank you for the super chat. But yeah, lots of lovely stuff. I was spoilt rotten, as I always am. Feel very grateful. I also had lots of lovely food, which for me is the most important thing. Hi, Ross. Benching Saka gives me a front 7 of Salah, Gordon, Palmer, Rogers, Cunha, Pedro, Isak. Yeah, beautiful. Would you transfer Saka out and bench Rogers or stick as it is? If you've got the free transfer, Chris, I would still do it. Because, like, would I prefer Bruno, Odegaard, Martinelli, Foden, Diaz, Jota ahead of Rogers? Yes. But at the same time, like, if you're thinking I've only got one free transfer, like, I'd probably like to delay the decision. I don't know if I actually want Bruno Fernandes. I don't know if I want an Arsenal attacker. Yeah, you can absolutely just start Rogers. Like, this week, I could choose to not sell Saka and just start Rogers. But I just feel like there is some high upside with the other players that we could look to bring in. Why do you have so much faith in João Pedro? I want to sell him due to him not delivering much today. I don't know that there's so much faith. I think he's a penalty taker playing for what is historically, and even under Hurts, they're a very attacking team that are in a bad run, of course. And he's got a home fixture against Brentford, and his minutes have been very good. He's less than 6 million. Home fixture penalties, still got good underlying data. Only a few weeks ago, got 4 attacking returns in 88 minutes of football. Yeah, he's in a terrible run of form, and it's been so disappointing. But João Pedro isn't suddenly a bad option because he's blanked a few weeks in a row. Do you know who I'll point to? I'll point to 2 players. Mbeumo, who was terrible till he wasn't, and Bruno Fernandes, who was terrible until he wasn't. And especially, like I say, with penalty takers, you chuck one lucky João Pedro assist or goal in. Let's say it bounces off his bum and goes in, and he gets a penalty in the same game. João Pedro comes away with a 13-pointer. And then all of a sudden, people are going, oh, do you know what? João Pedro, he's on penalties. Do you know, the narrative changes so quickly with these players. João Pedro's not going to blank for the rest of the season. But yeah, by the way, I could sell João Pedro as early as next week. But I just think, like, for me, going into next week, the week after, Cunha's probably going to become an issue. I still probably want to sell Rico Lewis at some point as well. Sanchez might become an issue. I might want to move to Nicholas Jackson. Like, when I focus on what else I've got to do with my team, is selling João Pedro a priority for me right now? It's just not. I don't think anyone's sitting here saying they think João Pedro is like brilliant. João Pedro is the new Calvert-Lewin. I do get that perspective. To be fair, you're not wrong. Like where like content creators are like, no, he's got good data. Like keep him. I don't think João Pedro is as bad as Calvert-Lewin though. And also Brighton aren't as bad as Everton from an attacking perspective too. My heart says Foden, but my brain says no. What should I do, Ross? Trust your heart. I always prefer when I trust my gut feeling on a player. I thought I muted my mic then. Do you have any City early team news? Not at the moment, but it is very early. Let me know in the chat if you see any early team news, and I can check it out, and I can tell you about the validity of it as well. Why are you laughing at me? Because I said validity. Sorry, it's very nerdy. If you can hear my belly, I do apologise. I'm very hungry. Thank you very much for explaining. I've decided to avoid taking a hit to sell him this week. There we go. No worries at all. Hopefully I can help. And if it doesn't work out, then I do apologise. Merry Christmas, Russ. I have two options. Saka to Bruno, Chiwemi to Jesus, or Saka to Martinelli Sarr, Chiwemi to Jackson. I prefer the first one. I'd go Bruno and Jesus. I think that's a really nice combo. And should I sell Cunha for free to get Wood? Nah. I think Cunha's just fine this week. I do think Chris Wood could do damage against Spurs, but I equally think Cunha could do damage against United. And I say that as a Man United fan. So yeah, I'd probably make the first two moves, but not the Cunha one. Where was I? Max says, Merry Christmas, Max. You've been a member for 39 months, Max. That's crazy. I wonder how long you'll stick with me. Merry Christmas and compliments of the season to all. Used 2 free transfers. What are your thoughts on Strand Larsen to Jesus for a -4, and then bench Rodgers and play Jesus? Yeah, I know. You can probably hear that on the mic. In a second, I'll hold the mic to my belly and you'll blah, blah, blah. Strand Larsen to Jesus for a -4 to bench Rodgers. I'd be tempted, I'm not going to lie. Normally, I would say absolutely not, but I would actually be very, very tempted. It's a tough one. There's pros and cons to both. And it might look obvious in hindsight, but yeah, I would be very tempted to do that. Where was I? Right, I have Trent, Gabriel, Robinson backline and Davis on the bench. Would you play this backline or replace Davis for a -4? Would I take a -4 to bench Robinson? No, I'd just start Robinson. I find with replacing defenders, if it's for a -4, it has to be someone like Trent against Leicester or Gabriel against Ipswich at home. I wouldn't be taking a -4 to... Because like what would you be taking a -4 to like start Munoz instead of Robinson? No. If it was for free, absolutely, but not for a -4. Start 2 of Kirkes, Colwell, Hall. Saka and Cunha / João Pedro for Isak and thinking Sarr or Gordon. I'm put off Fernandes because I've already got Erdegaard. I would probably bench Colwell and start Kirkes and Hall because they've got the attacking threat. I think I'd go Ismaila Sarr. I'd go all the way down to Ismaila Sarr. Unless you really want to back Newcastle, bring in Isak and Gordon and expect them to go massive. But I'd go Ismaila Sarr at that point, I think. Or, as I said, if you've got a free spot for Martinelli, I don't know why. I just think Martinelli could do fairly well. Maybe it's a bit of nostalgia with Martinelli. Do you remember the times when we've owned Martinelli in the past, like a few seasons ago, when he was absolute monster and he got goals for fun? There was actually a spell, I remember, and someone will remember what season this was. It was 2 or 3 seasons ago. I sold Martinelli and Ben White because they were going into a fixture on where I expected their minutes to be a lot lower. They'd both been benched a little bit recently, and I was like, I don't want to own Martinelli and White when their minutes aren't good. What happened? They went on and got a ridiculous number of returns. Like they smashed it every week. One of them was returning. It was one of the worst sets of transfers I've ever made. 22-23 season. There we go. It was around sort of January, February time. I was like, oh, the fixture's coming up. I just don't see them both starting every game. They've had bad... And yeah, that was a mistake. But anyway, Martinelli is... He's one of those players, like even this season, Arsenal haven't been attacking as well. Martinelli hasn't been as good. You look at his data and he's still sat around a 0.5 XGI. He's actually very good on the right wing as well. So I think Martinelli's a good shout. I'm actually slightly tempted. Discover with Sim says, happy Boxing Day again to you and Pickle. Thank you very much, my friend. And from me to the lovely community here, I love the togetherness. Roll on another year. Just a reminder to all, don't let FPL make you hate football. Big love. Oh, mate, thank you so much. What a lovely super chat. And I agree. We need to treat FPL for what it is. Firstly, a game, but something that's meant to actually increase our enjoyment of football. I don't feel like we consider that enough. But yeah, the point of FPL isn't to make you hate football. It's to actually benefit. I do find that sometimes it makes me dislike football more when I'm not doing as well. I tell you what, the last few weeks, because I've been getting green arrows, I'm up to 185k. It's madness, but it's been amazing. Like, it makes me enjoy the weekend more. It goes in both ways, though. I actually think, I've said this a few times recently, but it's managing your expectations as well. Like, if you expect a massive green arrow, you're only in for a disappointment. If you just say, do you know what? expect a red arrow, then you're pleasantly surprised or it meets your expectations. I would try not to have overly high expectations of what your team will do, because at the end of the day, you can't control what performance your team puts in. Merry Christmas, Ross. Merry Christmas, Baba Gabali. I'm so sorry. It's probably not even remotely close to that. Thank you very much, though, for the very generous super chat. Hoping for a massive green arrow as a Boxing Day gift. Well, you've just given me my Boxing Day gift with a lovely set of words as well. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I hope you get a green arrow, and I hope the next person that reads out your name doesn't butcher it as bad as I did. Hey, Ross, what makes you consider Ødegaard? Ødegaard's minutes will be good. Ødegaard will be on penalties, and Ødegaard will be on set pieces. And I think and he's got good fixtures coming up. I really do like Ødegaard. I'm wondering if Ødegaard to Bruno is a better, should I go for Ødegaard now for a few weeks? Because Bruno's not got the best set of fixtures until sort of 21 and beyond. Do I go for Ødegaard for 3 weeks and then reassess and see if I want to go Bruno? But I'm a Man United fan that loves Bruno Fernandes. Any opportunity for me to own Bruno is a good one. But yeah, I think Ødegaard is equally as good as Bruno. I don't think that Ødegaard is any lower than Bruno. I'd put them at a 50-50. Nathan Cameron says, no, Nathan Cameron doesn't say that. I say, welcome to being a Rap 01 member. Thank you very much, Nathan. That's very sweet. Look at this. We've got 23 new members today. The latest being Nathan. What a legend. Starting Bergman or João Pedro. Merry Christmas. Bergman or João Pedro. I'd start in Bergman ahead of João Pedro. Just about. I do love João Pedro, though, as you can tell. Will says, bench one of Rogers, Matoma, João Pedro. I feel like you had this same decision last week, didn't you? Well, maybe you got the same decision every week. It wouldn't be João Pedro, same as before, penalty taker. It'd be one of Rogers or Matoma. If you back Brighton to have a good game, I'd bench Rogers. If you're a little bit unsure, maybe start Rogers and hedge your bets a little bit. Ross, hope you had a great Christmas. You helped me loads last week by telling me to start Rogers and captain Salah. There we go. I'm glad I helped someone out. Should I back Fabianski this week, even though they're terrible defensively? Depends who your other keeper is. If your other keeper's like Raya, then obviously not. If your other keeper's like, I don't know, like Verbruggen or something like that, then yeah, I probably would. I'm very tempted to start Fabianski, but I don't know. I feel like to be honest, I think Sanchez could get benched anyway. I'm sort of hoping he does, because then it takes the decision out of my hands. But I think I'm just going to back the better defence. But yeah, I have no issue with starting Fabianski this week. Also, West Ham just looks a little bit better recently. I should just say I forgot, because I'm not used to doing it where I am right now. But if you are enjoying this stream, can I please ask you to drop a like, because it's Christmas, and also make sure to subscribe as well. So if you're one of the 3,000 people, usually about 20-30% of people watching the streams don't subscribe. Just hit that subscribe button. I really appreciate it. Good day, Ross, and Merry Christmas from Perth, Australia. What are your thoughts on starting Lewis or Hall? If Rico Lewis starts, I think I prefer him this week. But maybe, unless we get confirmation Rico Lewis starts, I'd probably just start Lewis Hall. And Enzo or Rogers. I'd prefer Enzo, home fixture, on set pieces. If Palmer's not on the pitch, which is very rare, but Enzo is, then he's probably on pens. Do I think there's a chance Enzo gets benched, though? Maybe less so, given that Lavia's out. But there is always a chance because it's a midweek game. I'd probably still say Enzo. What are your thoughts on KDB? It's just the minutes for me. Like Diaz, Jota, KDB, these are such exciting picks. Foden, but do they start this week? I don't know. Do they start the week after? I don't know. And when I say the week after, we're talking about this weekend, like going into Monday, Tuesday. Like when are all the games? Are they all on Sunday or do they go into Monday? I don't even know. For game week 19. Okay, so they're all on Sunday going into Monday, and then Arsenal play on the Wednesday. I'm just not 100% convinced that these Man City and Liverpool players start. I like the turnaround for Arsenal, because Arsenal play on the Wednesday, and I think that the likes of Martinelli and Ødegaard are just more nailed on. I could be massively wrong, though. It might be that Jota and Diaz starts, Martinelli's on the bench, and I got that one completely wrong, but I don't think so. You okay, Pickle?
Yeah, sorry, was that like a really loud sigh?
It was quite loud.
Sorry, I didn't think that.
Did you just exhale? Was that just an
It
exhale?
was a bit of a stretch. Just like,
Okay, fair enough. Merry Christmas, Ross. Would you start Hall or Rogers? Oh, do you expect Newcastle to concede? If so, I'd start Rogers. But Lewis Hall is on set pieces, by the way. I don't know if some people know this, but he takes corners for Newcastle, which makes him great. Loritz has become a Rap Tier 2 member. You are the 24th member. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. What's your percentage for Trent getting an attacking return today? Quite high. I'd probably say like 30 to 40%, which might not sound very high, by the way, but in statistical terms, a 30 to 40% chance for a return for a defender is very high. To put that into perspective, like a lot of other attackers, even with a good fixture, will have like 60% chance, 55% chance. So, yeah. The thing is, I just spoke about expectations. Our expectations for Trent today is probably double digits. If I told you Trent gets 6 points, would you be disappointed? I would, which I've got very high expectations for Trent against Leicester at home. But realistically, a defender can concede very easily, and for him to get an attacking return, it's not as easy as it sounds. I think the first goal in that Liverpool game is going to be so important. If Liverpool score in the first 5 to 10 minutes, that is going to be absolute pain for Leicester. If Leicester can keep Liverpool out for 10 to 15, it might not be that bad. It might only be like a 2-0, 3-0, 3-1 sort of game. I mean, if they win, it will be the upset of all upsets. Yeah, that'd be crazy. Max says, -4 for Greaves to Trent. Have Timber, Robinson, Guardiola. Yeah, I'll do it. And then bench Robinson. Benjamin says, season greetings, Ross. Season greetings, Benjamin. I've got Raya, Trent, Hall, Gabriel, Enzo, Semenyo, Salah, Saka, Jackson, Cunha, Isak. My bench is Valdemar, Murphy, Barco, and Lewis. It's got Barco, wow. Any suggestions to swap Saka, or can I roll and sub in Murphy? I would still replace Saka in that position because I don't love Murphy against Villa. Yeah, I would probably make the move. In terms of who you go for, again, it's up to you. I still think it's either Arsenal attacker or Bruno for me. But that's my opinion. I still love Ismail Assar. I still love the Liverpool attackers. And I still think Phil Foden is a great shout as well. I don't probably give enough credit to Heung-min Son as well, who no one seems to be considering, but he'll probably start. He'll probably do very well. It's just not a great entry point. He's also very expensive. You might feel like you've got the money now, but will you have the money in 4 weeks? And then if you've got to sell him anyway, then it's a waste of a transfer. Like, if you go someone like Ismail Assar, there's no need to sell Sarr for the next 15, 20 game weeks unless he suddenly becomes really rubbish because he's at such a cheap price. So yeah, that's what I sort of think around Saka replacements. Hopefully that helped you as well, KG. I know you've just asked a question, but I would have Bruno ahead of Son. Richard says, start Hall, Harwood Bellis, or Robinson. Feels very close. I don't think that's actually close. I'd start Lewis Hall. I think Lewis Hall's on set piece. He's got the most attacking threat. I think he's got the best fixture of the three as well. I'd start Lewis Hall, personally. I don't think you can start Harwood Bellis ahead of Hall or Robinson anyway, even with a decent fixture against West Ham. FMJ says, hey, bench 4 of Enzo, Verbruggen, Matoma, Fabianski, Hall, João Pedro, Cunha, Munoz. Okay, so out of Verbruggen, Fabianski, I would start Fabianski. Oh, that's really tough. I would probably be benching Matoma and Enzo. Out of those options, there may be Munoz, actually. 2 of Enzo, Matoma, Munoz. Looking to sell Matoma for Sarr. Oh, or Diaz for free and Cunha to Jesus. Okay, that makes it a bit tougher then. In that case, I'd probably bench... it would be Enzo or Munoz. Maybe Munoz. I know he's been very attacking and I want to buy him. But is he a better player to start than Enzo? I don't know. Next week, he definitely is. I'm almost definitely bringing in Munoz for Southampton next week. Unless Rico Lewis looks really good and we think he starts against Leicester, because I think that's who they've got next week, isn't it? Leicester. So maybe not. Maybe I could bring in Munoz for Vandenberg, but then I have to bench one of, or play a 4 at the back. There are options. We'll discuss that. We'll discuss that next week. There should be a team selection video coming out very soon as well. I'll be recording it from home, but the deadlines, man, over Christmas. I mean, I love it. Christmas football is the best, but it's not overly easy as a content creator. I'll tell you that much. You've got 45 minutes till the deadline. I think what I might do in a second is make my transfer. In fact, I think I'm just going to do that now. I think I'm going to bring in Bruno. I might need you to hold the microphone for me for a second. Because I need to take a screenshot and stuff. Unless I just put the microphone down and shout. Right.
Can you not put it like between your legs or something?
Yeah, maybe. Right. I'm going to make the transfer. I'm going to make it on my app. And then I'll take a... Because like I said, that's actually a screenshot on my TV. I'll get back to answering your questions in a second. With the super chats, if you can just pause for 5 minutes. I will still answer them if you've done one, by the way. But I just... let me catch up and then I will...
You're making your move now?
I'm going to make the Bruno move and then I'll... Because I don't want to be too stressed last second.
I'll do it with you because not gonna lie, it's very slow.
Shaunak says, happy holidays, Ross. Love Boxing Day so far. India versus Australia test in the morning. This stream now and hopefully City loss and a Bruno Hall and a United win. Mate, that would be the perfect day. Love that very much. Yeah, hopefully Bruno absolutely smashes it and City lose once again. Rishab with a very generous super chat says, Merry Christmas from Dubai, Ross. I really still want to go to Dubai. So big love. I'm sure it's nicer weather than it is here. Would you play João Pedro or Sarr? Sarr has been looking so good and Brighton Pedro have been so mediocre, but Brentford away have been appalling, hence the confusion. That is a very tough one. I still think I would start Ismail Assar, though. I think you've got to back that man. He's playing so well, and João Pedro isn't. It feels less likely that João Pedro will go massive. If João Pedro does return, it's probably 1. So I would probably go Ismail Assar. Right, I'm going to replace Saka with Bruno. I think that's been the plan all along. You going to do the move? Cool. Just to confirm, where's my camera? I'm making the move now. This is not the... Oh, my camera's over here. I thought it was on my laptop for some reason. Saka to Fernandes on the app. And then I'll take a new screenshot so that you guys can see it on the screen. Done. Right. So what I'm going to now have to do... Sorry if this is really loud on the mic. Is I'm going to put the mic down. And I'll shout into it because I need to take a new screenshot so that you guys can see. Hello, I'm still here. Hopefully the audio isn't too bad. Right, take a new screenshot of my team with that transfer in place. Right, bang. And then if I go back onto OBS, sorry guys, this is the fun of not having my normal setup. Browse, new one. Is that the new one? Is that the new one? No, that's the new one, isn't it? Open. Okay. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Don't know what I said. Oh yeah. Right. Done. Look at that. I'm a seasoned professional, guys. Who doubted me? Right, that's one move done. Let me actually screenshot that on my phone as well. Oh no, there's the volume button now. Right, the only other move that I might make today then is I might bench Sanchez for Fabianski in the next 40 minutes. And I might also sell Lewis for Munoz if we get a leak that he's not starting. Muted? Am I? Am I muted? No. Okay, I don't think I am. It was only one person said muted. Yes, we can hear you, bald dinosaur. Okay, that's good. Can you please talk me out of triple captaining Salah? I'm not going to talk you out of it. The only thing I will say, like I said, is that his minutes might be slightly less secure. I do think he'll start, but could he come off at like 60? Especially if they're already winning by a few goals. Okay, it's just one person saying muted. I think they're just trolling. Did you make the move?
Yeah.
Did you bring Bruno?
I did it before you.
Are you happy?
Yeah.
I feel like Bruno's going to blank and you're going to start losing your mind.
First time ever owning Bruno.
FPL Pickle has never owned Bruno Fernandes.
My 4th season, I've never owned him.
New camera, Ross. Are there no issues today? I'll be entirely honest. I've realised the issue is not the camera at all. Do you know what the issue is? Not the internet. The issue is my computer. I need to upgrade my computer. But at least I've spotted the issue. The camera will have issues because it's about to die because I had to take the battery out because it was overheating. But yeah, the issue is my computer. And I'm streaming on my laptop now, which should technically be weaker than my computer. But there we are. Mark says, hi Ross, hope you and Pickle had a great Christmas. We did. It was our first Christmas together, actually. Not together, but together. We were together last Christmas, but in person, let's say. Hoping, thinking of taking a -4 for Saka and Wood to Kulusevski and Isak. What are your thoughts? I don't love the Kulu punt as much, but he's playing very well. I don't have any issues with the Kulu punt. He could do really well. I probably prefer Martinelli slightly, though, at that cheaper price. But I think he's obviously a little bit more expensive. So if you can't afford it, I still think Ismail Assar and Martinelli would be my two cheaper players of choice. Nathan says, hi Russ, Merry Christmas to you and the family. Merry Christmas to you and your family as well. I have Gabriel Robinson, Trent, Wan-Bissaka and Hall. Which three would you start? Gabriel, Trent and who out of the last two? God, that is a benching headache, isn't it? Definitely Robinson would be benched. So I'd start one of Wan-Bissaka or Hall. I think someone else had this same decision. The fixture is better for Wan-Bissaka, but Hall is so much more attacking. I would probably start Lewis Hall and bench Wan-Bissaka, but if you're a fixture-based manager, you probably go Wan-Bissaka there. I just think something I've realised recently is just when a player's playing well, just play them. Like I do think fixtures are very important, but we've seen with players like Cunha in the past with difficult fixtures just is brilliant. Players sometimes don't need the best fixture if they're a great player. So yeah, I'm leaning more towards that wherever I can with 50-50 decisions is start the better player. Which is why I've kind of gone Sanchez over Fabianski. Fabianski got the better fixture, but I feel like the Chelsea defence are stronger. Should I start Diogo Jota or Enzo? I mean, if you've got Jota, you have to start Jota. I would start Jota ahead of like everyone other than Salah, even Palmer, because like, this is the fixture to start him. Marta Smelly blank incoming. Don't be rude to Martinelli like that. I'll tell you what, this seat is not comfy at all. Nah, I'm alright, thanks. I'll go too high if I put a pillow on and then I'll have to readjust my camera. Again, if you are enjoying the stream, please do smash that like button. There's over 3,500 people here and only 500 have liked. And also, make sure you subscribe as well. as a Merry Christmas present to me. Start Timber or Enzo? Ooh, Timber. Keep Virgil or upgrade. Are you singing Timber by Kershaw? You're going to demonetize me if you're too good at it. Keep Virgil or upgrade to Trent this week for a -4. Nah, I wouldn't take a -4 to sell Virgil for Trent. I mean, would I prefer Trent? Yeah. Even if it was for free, I wouldn't utilize a transfer on that myself. I'm sorry. Am I boring you? Did you hear that loud yawn, chat? If you're wondering where she is, this is a bed here. She's literally on the other side of the bed.
So tired.
But she won't say hello.
I said hi already.
You very briefly said hi. People love you and they want to say hello to you.
Sorry guys, I'm quite antisocial.
Do you know what? When the stream in 40 minutes after the deadline, I'm gonna go for a wee, and you can sit and just talk for a little bit. Yeah.
Okay.
The panic on her face. Right. Anyway, any Cunha news? Cunha's fine. He's going to be apparently. So I've got a contact that knows people at Wolves, and he basically said that the FA just haven't given them any info. Basically, the FA are having Christmas off. It's genuinely that. I'm not even joking. There, the FA are just. They're not here at Christmas. They're having a short time. So Cunha will be fine. I think Cunha will be fine for the Spurs game as well. And in all honesty, I'll probably keep and start Cunha for the Spurs game. After that, the fixtures are a little bit worse, aren't they? I mean, then it's Forest, then it's Newcastle, then it's Chelsea. If Cunha continues to look fine, and let's say Wolves do look really good under Vitor Pereira and he doesn't pick up that ban, I'd probably continue starting him. But there is a week break between Spurs and Forest, and then there's a 10-day break between Forest and Newcastle. So I don't think Cunha will just indefinitely be available. He's going to get that ban. I just don't think it'll be for the next 2 games. I think he'll get the Spurs game as well, which is crazy. I agree that he should be banned, but he's such a good asset that why would I sell him? If I'm going to sell Cunha, who's it to? Like Chris Wood, Jackson, they're fine, but are they that much better than Cunha? Not so sure. Gabriel Jesus is who I'd probably go for, or Mateta, in my personal situation. Is this a new setup, Ross? I'm at my nan's house. I'm holding a microphone, which is so heavy and it's digging in my hand. I don't know if that's going to come up on the camera. Can you see? See my hand? It's so uncomfortable to hold this camera. So yeah, it's a new setup, but not a permanent setup. The audio quality is probably better though, because the room is so much smaller. Why Enzo over Rodgers this week? It went so well last week. I thought I'd do it again. I just think he's got more routes to points now. I think the Chelsea attack are very good.
It's just that, like, if Rodgers had blanked last week, it literally wouldn't be a discussion.
Yeah, I know. But then is he in a good run of form? This is where the whole form discussion comes in. Tell Pickwick if she doesn't say hi, Villa will lose. If you don't... No, that doesn't count. That's not what he's saying here. Saka to Gordon, Rao to Isak with 2 free transfers. Are you going all in on Newcastle? But I don't mind it, Oliver. Yeah, with 2 free transfers, I can't argue with selling Saka and then a rotation risk Rao against Chelsea. Overall rank 1,000. Wow. In that case, would I go Gordon? I'm going to try and give you the... I would be tempted by some other assets ahead of Gordon. I don't think Gordon's bad. Gordon's definitely top 6 assets, maybe top 8 assets in midfield to bring in. But would I prefer an Arsenal attacker or Bruno? I probably would. The thing with Gordon is he's not on penalties, but he's on set pieces. Something else that people don't seem to realise. Gordon takes a lot of corners and free kicks. And he's got a great delivery, Gordon. Already picked up 1 or 2 assists from set pieces this season. So, yeah, if you've got a bit of a feeling about Newcastle, don't massively hate it. Dennis says, yo, my 11 is Fabianski, Mazraoui, Wan-Bissaka, Gabriel Ahmad, Saka, Salah, Pedro, Cunha, Isak. My bench is Rodgers, Aina, 8 Nuri. Is that a good 11? Who would you replace Saka with? It's a fantastic 11. Hopefully for you, West Ham keep a clean sheet because you've got double West Ham defence. Who would I replace Saka with? I mean, you probably Bruno or an Arsenal attacker, but that's my opinion. If you want to be a little bit more spicy, Foden and the Liverpool attackers are fantastic. What's your target rank this season, Ross? Top 50k. I finished top 50k the last 3 years in a row. I finished 35k, 10... You just mugging me off? In the middle of me trying to show off. Yeah, I finished top 50k 3 years in a row. So I finished 35k, 10k, and 29k. So technically I finished top 35k 3 years in a row. So I guess really what I want to do is make sure I don't finish any lower than 35k. Because then it would be that I have... Yeah, my lowest rank since being on YouTube is 35k. So yeah, let's aim for top 35k. I know it's a random one, but that sort of suits my rank history. Start Sarr or Rodgers? I'd start Sarr. Do you have any early team news at the moment? Nothing right now, guys, but we've got just over half an hour. I could message my Man City contact. Should I try and do that? One second. I'm putting the microphone down to just very briefly message my Man City contact. 2 seconds. Oh, God. I hope that wasn't too loud. Hopefully you can still hear me. I'm just messaging someone right now to see if he knows anything about Rico Lewis. Hello, mate. Hello. Oh, God. Hello, mate. Merry Christmas. Any idea if Lewis starts? He's probably going to say he can't say, especially as City need every advantage they can get right now. Do you know what I could check, actually? I could check Jump the Waves predictions, because they tend to be pretty good, actually. Cheat? How is that cheating? Tell me where in the rules it says I'm not allowed to message people to see if they think someone will start. It doesn't. John Duran. I don't mind, by the way. Someone just asked about John Duran. No issue there at all. The cartel is real. The cartel isn't real because I tell you guys. Prop the mic in some books in front of you. The sound quality wasn't too bad when you were texting. Yeah, it's got no stand, so I'd have to spend ages trying to find it. But thank you for... I've only got another half an hour till the deadline anyway. Right, where is Jump the Wave? Jump the Wave, Man City. Where are you? Here we go. Man City. Ooh, okay. That's lower than I thought. Only 71% have Lewis starting. And the best Man City predictor doesn't have him starting. I'm just going to start him anyway. Oh, you want me to check Foden? Yeah, I can check Foden. I think they'll all have Foden very high. They've got Foden. Foden's at 100%. By the way, only 7 people sent their predictions in because lots of content creators selling Saka. Surely the cartel is real. Yeah, we've got some inside news there. I'm really sad for him. Apparently, there's rumours that he might not be back till March, Saka. That must be a hamstring tear. You can kind of see that look on his face as well. I'm really sad for him. I love Saka as a player and as a person. He seems very, very nice. So, yeah, hopefully he's back soon for him and for Arsenal as well. I think that probably is the Premier League over for Arsenal, unless they find something, but he's so important to them. Imagine they start playing like insanely well. Sometimes this happens. The big player in your team gets injured. Like, I reckon, like, imagine Man City, like Haaland gets injured and Man City just starts smashing it. Arteta said March, so Monday. Honestly, it's never going to happen, but can you imagine if Saka's in the starting 11 against Ipswich? That would be... Arteta would just go down in the history books if that happened. That would be so funny. Salah will blank. Probably, after all of this, everyone's captaining and we're not even discussing captaincy. Fake crutches. I saw someone said that's Arteta underneath the hood. It's too funny. Rodgers or Strand-Larsen? I'd start Rodgers. What about Maddison? He's been averaging 51 minutes per game since like game week 8 or 9. The minutes just aren't there for me with James Maddison. I really would love to own him, but yeah, the minutes aren't quite there. Start Cunha or Sarr? Oh, Cunha. You ain't no Spurs player? Question mark. I don't want to own a Spurs player. Listen, they can go as big as they want. It's not worth it for me. It's not worth it. Oh, sorry, my camera lagged a little bit there. Sorry if the camera is lagging a little bit. Start Rodgers or Wissa? Oh, that's tough. I'd probably start Wissa. You have got half an hour till the deadline. That is your warning. 30 minutes until the deadline. 30 minutes. Listen, I think people are so upset about the Enzo Rodgers stuff in the chat, and Enzo, it's a 50-50. It was the same last week. People can say all they want. It was a very close call last week. It's a very close call this week. All that means is that you've got a really good squad, right? The fact that I have a benching, if you have a benching headache, it just means you've got good players in your team. Because if each week you know which players you're playing, it means you've not got a very deep squad. So, Saka to Martinelli or Sarr, or wait 1 week and play Enzo. I'd just play Enzo probably. Would I? No, Martinelli's got Sarr. I would go Saka to Martinelli. If you're going to go Sarr, then I would wait a week. I'd just play Enzo. Hi, Ross. Saka to Sarr and João Pedro to Jackson for free. Yeah, I don't mind it. I mean, I don't love selling João Pedro this week. I think it's fine to keep him, but yeah, if you've got a feeling about Nicholas Jackson, I'm sort of semi-hoping Nicholas Jackson's bench, but I can't see it. Good morning. Please rank Martinelli, Jota, Ødegaard, feeling spicy. For me, right now, Ødegaard, Martinelli, Jota. If you're feeling spicy, though, Erdegaard's not a particularly spicy punt, I wouldn't say. He'll probably tick along. He's got very good minutes. He's on penalties and set pieces. If you're feeling spicy, I'd go Martinelli or Jota. As I said, 30 minutes till the deadline. Lots of people off for Christmas, so probably don't leave your transfers until right at the end. Laurit says, should I take a hit for Jackson in place of Strand Larsen? Planning on doing it next week anyway, and I already own Isak. Would I take a hit for Strand Larsen to Jackson? I'm not sure. It's not a great fixture for Jackson. He might not have perfect minutes. He might get suspended anyway. If he picks up that 5th yellow, he's not on penalties. I mean, would I rather have Jackson to Strand Larsen? Yeah, 10 times out of 10. But would I take a -4 for it? When Man United are almost definitely going to concede to Wolves? I'm going to say no, which might be not very popular. I feel like if you asked anyone else, they'd probably say yes to that. Start 1, Rodgers or Cunha. Cunha for me. Dennis says, I did Mazraoui to Trent and Saka to Bruno. Very lovely. Fabianski, Trent, Wan-Bissaka, Gabriel, Bruno, Salah, Palmer, Pedro, Cunha, Isak. Bench of Rodgers, Ain't Nuri, Aina. Do I start Rodgers instead of Amaz? Looking good. That's a beautiful... That's got 9.5 out of 10, Dennis. Would I start... Oh, would I start Ahmad or Rodgers? I'd still start Ahmad ahead of Rodgers, I think. Bench 1 of Rodgers, Semenyo, Wissa. Rodgers. I mean, I benched him for a 14-pointer last week, which is pretty painful, but yeah, Rodgers. Pavel says, bench 1, Rice, KDB, Bruno F, Enzo. I mean, my head says Rice, but it's the best fixture. I would be tempted to bench Enzo. You can't bench KDB or Bruno. So it's Rice or Enzo. Rice takes set pieces. He's probably going to play in the left 8. Or will he play in the 6? No, he's going to play in the 6, isn't he? I'd start Rice ahead of Enzo. Can't believe I ever said that, but it's the fixture, isn't it? And like I said, he takes corners. And he was really good when he came on the other day. Now, he did come on in a slightly more advanced role, but still. It's Ipswich. Even if he's playing as the 6, he's going to get forward a fair amount. Hi, Ross. Thoughts on Erdegaard? Could you break it down? Yeah, Erdegaard's got 0.4 XGI per 90, which is decent data. He's got pretty limited goal threat, but maybe in the absence of Saka, he'll start to shoot more. Because normally he's playing those little passes in. I still think Martinelli, Jesus are good enough attackers for him to get assists. And on top of that, he's got penalties and set pieces now, right? He didn't take penalties or set pieces when Saka was there. Or not, at least not on a consistent basis. So, has Saka being out made Erdegaard a better option? Yes. But then you've also taken away Arsenal's best attacker. So it's difficult to try and predict. Sorry, I think I'm getting a little bit more lag. My computer percentage is struggling a little bit. The audio should still be coming through wonderful, though. I hope. Captain Foden. With a Captain Foden. I think Everton are a decent defence and Foden and City aren't in the best form. I think owning Foden and owning Haaland is enough. I wouldn't captain a Man City player this week personally. But you never know. Do we have any early City team news? No, nothing, sadly. One sec. 2 seconds. I've just got to send a message. Hello, I'm back. Timber or Gvardiol? Did I hit the mic? No. Timber or Gvardiol? Timber. Although, blunt Everton attack. Start Colwell or Robinson? That's actually quite tough. That's actually very tough. Robinson. No. Colwell. Oh, which way do I see that game going? I think both teams could score. I'll say Robinson. Because Colwell's really got no attacking threat. Also, it is another midweek game. Could I see Colwell on the bench? Yeah. He did it last time he was benched midweek, wasn't he? This is a slightly different one, though. Your audio and visuals are fine. Thank you. That's good. I saw a little bit of lag, but hopefully we're okay. Even Ilson or Rodgers? Ooh, probably Rodgers. Happy Boxing Day. Which two would you start from Aina, Robinson, Enzo, Wissa? Oh, wow. I'd bench your 2 defenders. I'd start Enzo and Wissa. If you can. If you have to start one of your attackers and one of your defenders, I'd probably start Aina and... I don't know there. Robinson and Wissa. FPL Lard says, Merry Christmas, Ross and Pickle. Thanks for the content here and on FPL Therapies. Always enjoy the stream. Mate, you are too kind. You didn't need to do that, but thank you very much. I appreciate that. Thank you for all of the love and support and the content from everyone, by the way. It's very, very nice. Very wholesome at this time of year. I appreciate it a lot. Matu Artis says, Merry Christmas, Rosso. Thank you very much. I like Rosso. It's a cool name. Currently at 150k. Okay, similar rank to me. And I want to go Saka to Foden as a differential. Also wondering if I should play Hall or Howson. I'd be very tempted to play Howson, you know. He's got such attacking threat from set pieces. I still think I would play Hall, and I don't mind Foden at all. I just think, like I said, it's not the best entry point because Everton are pretty good. And am I confident Foden starts the next 3? No. Like we saw KDB get a benching recently. But I definitely prefer Foden to KDB. So I would say start Hall, and I don't mind the Foden punt at all. Thoughts on Luis Diaz for Saka? I'm less keen on that. I think Jota is clearly first choice. Like when Jota was available, Luis Diaz was benched a fair amount ahead of Jota. Like he didn't get in as that number 9. So I think Jota is very clearly first choice. So in the short term, Diaz's minutes might find it. And it might be that Diaz is shifted out to the left, but is enough to put me off personally. Starting 8 Nuri, should I get Meniz instead? Meniz? Oh, Munoz, I assume you mean. Yeah, I probably... I mean, you could start 8 Nuri this 1 week and see how he gets on. Maybe. Selves, Fabianski, Rogers, Enzo. Which 2 would you start? I would start Fabianski ahead of Selves, and I would start Enzo ahead of Rogers. Antonio has become a Rap Tier 2 member. Thank you very much. By the way, guys, you've got just over 20 minutes until the deadline. I will let you know if we get any early team news. Otherwise, the team will stay as it is for me.
Yeah, well, we do Luis to Munoz if there's...
Yeah. I think Lewis will start, but...
I think so too.
And the predictors overall, there's a 71% chance of him starting according to the predictors. Yeah, most of the predictors are giving him a start. There was only 2 that said he wouldn't. So I reckon Lewis will start. Well, I'm hopeful anyway. And if he doesn't, he doesn't. There aren't that many defenders. Like if I bring in Munoz this week, he's great. But do I think clean sheets? Then no. And as attacking as Munoz is, you don't expect an attacking return every bloody game. Like you can't think like that. It's the same with Robinson as well. I think people are expecting like assists every game almost. DJ Fitz says, Happy Boxing Day, Ross. Start Ahmad or Isak? Oh, Isak. I'd start Isak. Isak's in ridiculous form. Start Hall or Colwill, says Chuddy_J. Thank you for the super chat. I would start Lewis Hall. Lewis Hall ahead of Cole. He's got the attacking threat. Cole's got no... He's going to score ahead of now, isn't he? Cole's got no attacking threat, really. You're looking for 2 or 6 from him. Captain 1 of Haaland, Isak or Palmer. I mean, if those are your 3 options, I'd go Erling. I'd do it. Because I don't think Isak's ceiling is that high against Villa, and I think Palmer's got a difficult fixture against Fulham. I'd probably captain Haaland, but I would definitely captain Salah ahead of all 3 of them. Do I keep Haaland or buy Isak, Trent and Jackson? I would probably buy Isak, Trent and Jackson. But it depends. If you've got 3 free transfers, yeah. If you're doing a -4 or -8 for that, I'm less keen. But I think overall, Isak, Trent and Jackson are 3 assets. Each one of those could outscore Haaland, right? So, yeah, I'd be selling Haaland still, I think. Flecken and Erdegaard plus 1 free transfer or Pickford and Martinelli. Oh. Flecken and Erdegaard. I think that one's very, very close, though. I think the extra free transfer swings it, because I think it's pretty close. If it was the same, I do quite like Pickford and Martinelli, you know. But the extra free transfer will become useful, as boring as that is to say. Blicky94 says, 1 free transfer, 0.4 million in the bank. Take the -4 and go Saka to Sar/Erdegaard and Strand Larsen to Jesus. So I only do the Saka transfer, or wait for next week with 2 free transfers. Attack is Semenyo, Palmer, Salah, Gordon, João Pedro, Isak, and Strand Larsen. So it's basically, yeah. Do I think Jesus? I would do it this week. I think Jesus outscores Strand Larsen by 4 points, so I would do it. Yeah, listen, if Strand Larsen scores, then it's a bit of a disaster. But I also think Jesus could score 2. So I would probably take the -4 and go this week. Lewis and Cunha to Trent and Jackson for a -4. I don't love selling Rico Lewis if he starts, which I think he will, but I don't know. But then, and I don't love selling Cunha, but Trent and Jackson are so much better than Lewis and Cunha. I would do it for a -4, but don't be surprised if that doesn't pay off. You're selling 2 players at home who I expect to start and do okay. -4, Cunha to Isak or wait till next week. Cunha to Isak for a -4. Oof. Cunha to Isak for a -4. Yes. Don't love that, but yes. Isak's just so much better than Cunha. The thing is, Isak's price is going to keep going up, and eventually you're going to want Isak. Unless Isak gets injured, you're not going to want to hold Cunha indefinitely. He's going to get banned soon, and the fixtures aren't there either. Whereas for Isak, he's just a player that you want to get, and he's already up to like 9 million, isn't he? He could even be more than that at this stage. I've sort of lost track. I bought him at 8.4, I think. Yeah, he's 9 million. It's going to get to a stage. If he keeps going up and up and up, it's going to be like, people can't be able to afford him in some teams. Do we have any early team news, Ross? Nothing yet. City have been a little bit tighter on the leaks. I know a couple of the accounts have like started making patrons and stuff. So maybe that's where they're sharing the news and then they're like, you can't share that with other people. For what it's worth, I'm expecting City to go incredibly strong. I think Foden and KDB will both start. I think Rico Lewis and Gvardiol will be in there. I think Haaland will definitely obviously be in there. I'm expecting them to go very, like, they need 3 points. It doesn't matter if this was Leicester or Arsenal they're playing. They have to treat every game right now as a must win. If they keep losing, I mean, it's going to get to a stage where they genuinely are going to pull Pep into question as to whether he should continue, which is insane to say about a man that's achieved all that he has. But the leaks dried up when that kit man, yeah, I know that is the concern. Could be that he was the leak after all, hey? Or it might be separately outside of that, they've sorted the leak out. Or, like I say, it might be that the people are getting the leaks, but they're not sharing them. That is the other possibility. Saka to Bruno / Ødegaard if Bruno, Cunha, Jesus for a -4. Okay, sorry. Saka to Bruno Ødegaard if Bruno, Cunha, Jesus for a -4. No. So I would just choose out of Bruno and Ødegaard, but I wouldn't be selling Cunha for Jesus for a -4. As much as I think Jesus probably outscores Cunha, I equally think Cunha's on penalties, playing at home. Vitor Pereira had them looking pretty good last week. I probably wouldn't sell Cunha this week. Khan says, took a -4 to get Sarr and Isak for Saka and Cunha. I don't mind the -4 in that case because you're buying Isak, right? Who do I bench and should I do one more change for Trent or a midfielder? Team is Sanchez, Gabriel, Timber, Porro, Salah, Palmer, Rogers, Semenyo, Isak, João Pedro and Jackson. And you've got Sarr on the bench. Out of those Oh, you've only listed 3. I'm a bit confused about the bench question. Yeah, okay. Would I bench Sarr? I'd bench Semenyo and start Sarr. So I'd start Sarr ahead of Semenyo. Should you buy Trent? Porro to Trent for a -4. Would I do that? I'd do that. Yeah, I would do that. 2 free transfers. Saka and Strand Larsen to Isak and Martinelli or Jota. Saka and Strand Larsen to Isak and Martinelli or Jota. I would go Isak and Martinelli, and I like that a lot. Yeah. Any early team news? Nothing yet. Hello, Pickle. We can see you. Yeah, I just realised because I wasn't looking at my camera that she just snuck out. Start Jackson or Foden. What a difficult decision that is. I'd start for Foden, honestly. Start one of Hall or Robinson. I'd start Lewis Hall there. I have De Bruyne. Should I change him to Foden or should I do something else? Also, don't have Haaland. I think if you've got De Bruyne, keep him and start him. I think De Bruyne starts this one. It's the sort of game where De Bruyne is going to be incredibly important because Everton are going to play such a good low block here that having KDB being able to pick those passes and also hit the long shots as well, I would expect KDB to start. Unless there's an issue that we don't know about, an unforeseen issue, then I would expect KDB to start. Right. You've got 15 minutes till the deadline, chat. 15 minutes. Make sure you get those teams locked in. Hey, Ross. Thoughts on a -4 to sell Davis for Trent? Already have a back 3 of Gabby, Timber and Hall. So would likely either bench Hall or Enzo if I buy Trent. I would do it, yeah. I would take a -4 for Trent this week. I think his ceiling is so high. Listen, worst case scenario, Trent blanks. I just think the ceiling's there. And the thing is, if you want Trent, this is the week you've got to go for Trent, I think. I don't normally advocate taking -4s for defenders, but if you watch that game against Spurs, Trent was unbelievable. The only concern, I suppose... Pickle just made the loudest bang. I hope she's okay. I'll check on her in a second. Is if Trent doesn't start, but I think he will. He's been playing so well, and he needs to get his fitness up as well, doesn't he? Top Bin says Saka to Sarr and Greaves to Trent for a -4. Yeah, do it. Get it done. David says bench one of Lewis, Rogers, Enzo or Semenyo. It's still probably Rico Lewis. It probably is Rico Lewis. As much as I think he'll start, he's got a good chance for a clean sheet, you would expect. They probably won't keep a clean sheet, and he's not as attacking as Rogers, Enzo or Semenyo. Blicky94 says, Merry Christmas, Roscoe and Pickle. Wishing you a blessed and safe end to the year. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Who's a bench? Gordon, Semenyo, João Pedro or Ismail Sarr? I think I'd bench Semenyo probably. Saka and Porro to Trent and Bruno for a -4. Yep, I'd be happy to do that. Thank you. Hope you had a great Christmas. You too, Calm. Start Gordon or Sarr or bench Palmer for both. Or I'd start Gordon and Palmer and I'd bench Sarr. I don't love that, by the way. Start Estepinian or Rico Lewis. Rico Lewis, I think. Yeah, probably Rico Lewis. I think Brentford are a better attack than Everton, aren't they? Hello.
Hi.
You okay? I had a loud bang.
Whacked my hand off.
Are you okay, though?
Rail, yeah.
Okay. Verbruggen or Fabianski? I'd probably start Fabianski. I was just watching the replay of you sneaking. Sneaking on the bed.
Was I really see?
Yeah. Captaining Kulusevski? Surely not. That's funny. I respect it. Pickle head loss. Pickle loses her head way too easily.
What?
Do you remember that stream?
Well,
Where we kept saying you had an absolute head loss. Like, oh, Pickle's lost their head.
No, I always lose my
Merry Christmas, Ross. Merry Christmas to you. Do we have any City leaks? Nothing right now. Nothing right now. Bench Cunha or Enzo? I'd bench Enzo and I'd start Cunha. João Pedro versus Wissa. Penalties versus the better. I'd probably start Wissa. Probably would. Start Rodgers or Wood? Chris Wood, yeah. Penalties. Spurs are leaking goals. Hello, Ross and Pickle. Hello. Oh, are you on the... There you go.
Oh.
Would you like to say anything? It's on a...
Hi, good luck, everyone.
You're off camera. Get on camera and say hello. Look.
Hi, good luck, everyone.
I look so bad.
That is... You don't look bad. That is FPL Pickle, the manager that is actually better. And the mastermind behind the channel, really. Sarr or Semenyo to start? I'd start Ismaila Sarr. He's in better form. A wild pickle has appeared. Everyone's saying hello.
I actually am like a creature.
Yeah, crawled on screen. Wow, you're a lucky man, Ross. Don't I know it? Don't I know it?
Stop it. I look an absolute state today.
I was trying to see. Someone just said something. I'm trying to find it. It was about... Someone posted something from FPL Tony's Patreon. I wouldn't do that because apparently that's against the rules, sharing someone's stuff from Patreon. But I'm not signed up to his Patreon. I'm not paying money. I'm not paying money to get early Man City news. I'm just going to start Rico Lewis. Listen, Rico Lewis is going to score a hat-trick off the bench if he gets benched. Who knows? Jota versus Diaz versus Martinelli. I think Jota has the highest ceiling. I think Martinelli is the safest for starts. And I think Diaz is somewhere in the middle for both. Pedro to Jesus for -4. Wouldn't do it myself. Would you do Cunha to Jesus for free? No, because I could do that and I'm not going to. Trent and get a -4 and change Son or De Bruyne. Yeah, I like Trent. Change Son or De Bruyne. I wouldn't change either. I'd just keep both. If you have to sell one to get Trent, I probably just wouldn't get Trent and I'd just keep Son and De Bruyne. They're both great for this week. Play Hall or Colwill? Hall. Strand Arsenal, Enzo. Enzo. Merry Christmas. Start one of João Pedro or Ahmad? João Pedro. Ahmad. Change my mind. Ahmad. Ask Pickle if I should buy a KDB or Foden.
Foden.
Foden. I would concur. We both think Foden. I think his minutes are slightly more secure.
Yeah.
He's also more of a goal threat than KDB. KD's got more assist threat.
I do love De Bruyne.
Something I noticed actually against Villa is Foden just decided he wasn't going to create anything for anyone anymore. He didn't create any chances. This season he's been a lot more creative. He actually just was shooting on sight. So maybe Pep's just said to him, mate, we are struggling. Can you just shoot a little bit more? Or it was maybe something that Foden just brought upon himself and was just like, I just want to score goals. But he obviously got the goal in the end as well. Good morning, Ross. Start Enzo or Cunha? Definitely Cunha for me. I know, like, I've still got this bias of when I see Man United as a fixture, I'm like, oh, I don't want to start my player. And then it's the same with Man City. That was probably partly what put me off Rodgers last week. Is like traditionally you see MCI on the fixture and you're like, oh, don't want to start my player there. It's the same with Man United. They're no longer a good team. I'm sorry, and I'm a Man United fan. We're just mid-table. Just see that as a decent fixture for Cunha. Don't get carried away with thinking that Man United are actually good. But I brought in Bruno Fernandes, so. Listen, I want to watch the Man United game today. I'm going to put on Amazon Prime, and I want to watch Bruno's hat-trick. Bench Gordon, Wood or Rodgers? Rodgers. Wouldn't bench Gordon or Wood. You've got less than 10 minutes till the deadline, by the way. Get your teams locked in. Looks like we're not going to get much early City team news, but we do still have 9 minutes, so you never know. Triple captain Salah. Don't mind it yet. I'd be tempted for sure if I still had it. I used it very successfully on Haaland in game week 9 for 6 points. Start Rico or Castagna, Ross? Rico Lewis, definitely, yeah. Chris with his message every week, which just says dog farts in the chat. Thank you very much, Chris. On cue every week, Chris just drops in and just says dog farts. It's the funniest message. It is good. Antonio says Sanchez, Trent, Van Dijk, Howson, Salah, Palmer, Bruno Ahmad, Isak, Duran, Jackson. Lovely team. Bench of Fabianski, Sarr, Hall, Aina. Set on Howson, but do I start Sarr? As much as I really love the Duran punt, I think I'd start Sarr ahead of Duran. Would I? I think I would. Outside that, set on Howson. Yeah, I mean, Howson's fine. I have no issue starting Howson. Would I start Hall ahead of Howson? Yeah, but if you're set on it, then you're set on it, you know? Oh, my chat is frozen. Apparently, I'm probably going to get in trouble for reading. I'm just reading something from the chat. FPL Tony on Patreon. Haaland, Lewis, Gvardiol, and Foden all start. KDB doesn't. I've not got access to his Patreon, so I don't know. But apparently, someone that is very reliable on their page. Now, someone could have literally made that up. I've got no proof. I've not seen a screenshot. I would say that is roughly in line with what I thought, but I would expect KDB to start. There's clearly an issue with KDB then. If you've not already moved for KDB, then I probably wouldn't. Based on that. But I don't know if that's true or not. Right, I'm literally just reading something out from someone in the chat. Drop one of Enzo, Ahmad, or Jackson. Enzo. Probably start Ahmad and Jackson. Ahmad or João Pedro? I think just Ahmad based on form. Pep did say that KDB benching was a technical decision, not a physical one. Well, surely it's not another technical decision then. If it's not a physical one, like, you can't keep benching your best player. KDB's even a better player than Hart. Like, especially in a game like this, I think that's bonkers, personally. Can anyone else verify if that's true? Anyone else that might have access to it? I'm certain. Hi, Ross. Did you read my super chat? Might have missed it. Let me have a check, bad man. I'm not calling you a bad man. That is your name. I didn't. Hi, Ross. Bench one of Sarr, Ahmad, or Semenyo. I'd bench Semenyo. I'd start Sarr and Ahmad. Timber, Robinson, Aina. Sell someone for Trent. I'd sell Aina and keep Robinson. The fixtures there. I wouldn't sell Timber. I think so, yeah. Thank you. Let me double check. Davis to Castagna or Munoz? Oh, I'd go Munoz ahead of Castagna, yeah. I really want Munoz. I'm probably going to get Munoz next week. That's probably my planned transfer is Lewis or Vandenberg to Munoz. Because I've obviously freed up some funds as well getting Bruno Fernandes in. Make sure your team's a lot. Make sure you got your vice captaincy sorted. Make sure you got your bench order sorted. Yep, my team's all good. Bench Cunha, Sarr, or 8 Nuri. I'd bench 8 Nuri and start Cunha and Sarr. I'd have Cunha, Sarr, 8 Nuri in that order. Hopefully that helps. Martinelli captain, done. Do you know what? I don't even mind that. I wish you the best of luck. Bench Semenyo or Rodgers? I'd bench Rodgers ahead of Semenyo. Oh, my camera's gone. Did it die or was that an overheating thing? I think that was a death. 2 seconds, chat. I'm going to put it back on charge. Oh, God, where is... Oh, no. Oh, God, the camera's at... Oh, 1 sec, chat. I'm coming. Oh, that sounds wrong. Oh, no, is it the wrong way? Oh, goodness me. Oh, God, I can't find the hole. That sounds wrong as well. Sorry, chat. My camera... Oh, I can't... There we go. I think my camera's going to be really wonky now, though. Oh, God, that's going to be the wrong way, isn't it? I'm going to have to move over now. I think it's pointing like that. It is. Okay, we're back. Hello. That sounded some really sus things going on there with the camera off. Yeah, I couldn't find the hole for the camera. Poor pickle. Bench Cunha, Sarr, Rogers or Enzo. Merry Christmas, mate. I would bench Enzo. Rogers. Sorry, I didn't see the Rogers there. I bench Rogers or Enzo. What's more dead, Ross's camera or Man City's title defence? Oof. What a burn. Captaincy poll. Oh my god, I didn't do a captaincy. There's no point. Everyone's captain Salah, I think.
We're literally getting nada.
Yeah. Cunha or Jesus considering upcoming ban? If I was choosing fresh, Jesus, for sure. If I had even 4 or 5 free transfers, I'd be tempted to go this week. But I feel like with valuable free transfers, I have no issue with keeping Cunha. I think he could do well this week. I reckon my prediction is that Cunha gets an assist from a set piece because Man United is so bad from them. Update on the family feud from GAMEWEEK17. She captain Haaland. I went for Salah. Oh my goodness. So she got 4 points and you got 42. I bet she wasn't best pleased with that, Thor. I have been upgraded from house cleaning to kitchen service. I'm so sorry for your loss, my friend. That is an awful swing. Can't find the hole. We've all been there, mate. Right. What was your moves? I sold Saka for Bruno, and that's it. I'm rolling the second free transfer. That's the second week in a row, I think, unless we get news in the next few minutes that Lewis is benched. But yeah, I'll roll the second free transfer. Is Vardy playing? I actually don't know. Probably. Cunha or Ahmad? Still Cunha ahead of Ahmad for me. Do you think Lewis will start? I do think Rico Lewis will start, yeah. I don't know that, though. Why is Sanchez not Fabianski? Sanchez is just the better goalkeeper playing for the better defence. Not the better goalkeeper, sorry. In FPL, he's the better goalkeeper playing for the better defence. Fixture-wise, obviously Fabianski's is better. I think there is a chance that Sanchez is benched anyway. I would not be surprised to see a Sanchez benching. Which I honestly wouldn't mind if Sanchez gets benched. It means there's no risk of him picking up his 5th yellow card, and it means he gets Fabianski off the bench. Semenyo or Enzo start, please? I would actually marginally lean Semenyo there. Robinson or Kirkes? Kirkes, better fixture. Cunha or Jesus? Oh, sorry, Cunha or Jesus -4. Cunha. Jesus are fresh, though. Nkunku has posted. Last time he did that, he started ahead of Jackson, didn't he? I don't think that will continue, though. It could just be nothing. Start João Pedro or Cunha? Oh, Cunha, probably. Cunha, probably. Sorry, there was a little bit of lag on the camera. Bruno or Ahmad? Bruno, but if you could do something better with the 3 million that you save, then probably Ahmad, right? What if Slot bench Salah to rest him? Wouldn't be surprised, honestly. Could happen.
That would be so sad.
It'd be quite funny, really. I wouldn't mind it. Lewis or Mikalenko? I'd take the risk on Rico Lewis starting. I'd probably go Rico Lewis. Midweek game, and Nkunku could very likely start. Yeah, I think it's possible. It's why I've not been that desperate to bring in Jackson this week. If it was not a midweek game, I'd be very tempted to have made a move for Jackson. You've got 1 minute till the deadline. Make sure you lock your teams in. 1 minute. Start Colwell or Sarr? Definitely Sarr. Enzo or Ahmad? I would start Ahmad. Start Castagna or Konsa? I would start Castagna. My computer's giving up at the final moment. Don't do it to me, computer. Semenyo or Rogers? Semenyo. Mazraoui to Trent for a -4. I'd probably do it. Yeah, Zubin. Get it done. Start Lewis or Cunha? Cunha. Start Jackson or Rogers? Jackson. Bench Iwobi or Enzo? I'd start Enzo, bench Iwobi. Start Colwell or Lewis? Probably Rico Lewis. Buy Trent for a -4. Yeah, in most cases. Most cases, yes. Bruno or Haaland? Haaland? I don't know what the choice decision is, but Haaland. Right, that is it. It's 11 o'clock. We are done. Well, I'm not done. I'm going to carry on streaming for a little bit. So do stick around. Don't leave. Stick around. I'll carry on streaming for a little bit. But that is the deadline. We are locked in. Lovely stuff. Thank you for that, chat. It was a lovely stream. I enjoyed that a lot, considering the slightly different setup and the fact this chair is awful and the microphone has destroyed my hand. But are you free to entertain while I wait, or do you want me to just leave the mic and just... How comfortable would you feel? You don't need to do it right now, but would you feel comfortable? Or do you want me to just... All you would do is hold the microphone and read through the chat. Oh, the camera's just gone off.
Maybe just go then.
What was it that time? Did it say overheating again? I'll just let it recover slightly, and then once it's recovered, I'll turn it back on, and then I'll go for a wee.
Why don't you...
Because I think people want... Unless you just not want to.
I don't like...
But you're wonderful on camera. It said temperature too high. This is the thing. When it's on charge, the temperature's too high. But when it's not on charge, then it doesn't have the charge. The camera said no to Pickle. Every time Pickle speaks, it overheats. That is actually true. You are absolutely smoking, that's why.
Too much. No.
Little grin on her face.
Gonna diss me and then you were nice to me.
Elgato missed the deadline. Yeah, I know. Let me just get rid of that. Rush, you're just making the camera too hot and excited. Hey, I do have that effect. Pickle made the camera blush. I know. FPL Riz. Just tuning in, this looks so wrong. A minute ago, I said I can't find the hole and I'm coming when the camera went off. You completely missed all of it. Up the Bruno Cappers. Bruno Captainers. That's risky, but I respect it. You have to upgrade that camera, Ross, bro. It's been a minute. Yeah, I know. I need to work out a better situation. Actually, the camera's fine. It's not really, is it? The camera's fine if I just need to get an external battery pack and then I'm done. And then a new camera and a new computer. I need a new setup, chat. I'm so sorry. Listen, I'm a student. That's what I keep saying is my excuse. It's not a good excuse, but that is my excuse. All right, let's try the camera again. All right, am I going to pop back up smiling with my big egg on screen?
The hunger levels right now.
Yeah, I'm pretty hungry as well. I'm not going to lie. We'll have a bacon sandwich soon.
Are we?
Yeah, Nana Raptor's going to make us a bacon sandwich. She could even make us a bacon sandwich while I'm streaming. I could eat the bacon sandwich on stream, but then I don't have my hand available.
That's good. I didn't know that.
Right, I'm going to go for a wee. So the options are I leave the chat just looking at the door, or you come and sit and take over.
Can you turn the camera off when I talk?
No, I don't want to see you. You're pretty. You don't want to come on camera.
I hate it.
Okay. Pickle said no, so I'm gonna just go for a wee and just leave you guys to just chill for a bit. If you decide you want to come and say hello.
I'm gonna come and say hello, but I just don't want the cam to be on.
But you look stunning, and you've also just put on your makeup, so it's not even like you've got an excuse here. Ugh.
I'm not a social media girl.
Right, if when you sit down you hate yourself on camera, then I'll turn the camera off.
For God's sake. Give me the microphone.
Okay.
No, I hate it.
It's not a very good setup in terms of where you can sit.
Okay. I can't
You're
sit.
so short. Look how high.
I haven't done my hair or anything.
Do you want me to point the camera down a little bit?
No, actually, yeah, cool.
Okay.
I need to sit.
Right, yeah, if you then
Where's the chat?
sit a little bit more central. So that...
Why is this such a big deal? I'm going the wrong way.
There you go.
Okay, fine.
Right, so this is the chat.
Hi.
If at any
Oh,
point you
fuck's
decide you
sake.
don't want to do this, just leave. I'm just going to go for
I've
a
already
wee.
put so much effort into sitting down.
Okay, so you just read this, and I'll be back in 2 seconds. I'm just going to do a wee.
Some inappropriate comments already.
Okay, ignore the inappropriate comments.
I'll try to. Okay, hi guys. You have an opportunity to say anything you want about Ross right now before he comes back. So, say anything you want, because he won't notice. I want to see what you say. Who is she? I'm FPL Pickle. Thanks, Sam. That's sweet. Why do I like boldies? I don't know. It's not bold. Everyone's so mean. Oh, thank you guys. I'm just nervous. I've never been one to been on social media. I'm quite low key. Even on my personal Instagram and things like that, I just don't really post much. Is his head ruffle smooth? Depends if he shaved it or not. If it's been a few days, it's a bit, especially on the top, there's like spiky bits, and I say it looks like oh, what's that guy from the Tweenies? I always say his name wrong. I think it's Milo from the Tweenies. If you don't know that, look it up. Oh no, he's back already.
That's alright, carry on.
No, I don't want to carry on forever.
No, carry on. I think people prefer you. Who do you prefer?
I'm not gonna lie. I really respect that you. Oh,
What do you mean, you look beautiful?
I really respect that you do this. 'Cause I'm struggling to read this.
Yes, the chat moves as you're trying to read one, and you've only got 2,900 people here. Imagine when there's like 10,000 people there.
I cannot process. Am I beating FPL Raptor? Obviously.
She finished top 2k last year, and this year, what, you like 30k?
I'm 34k right now.
So she's 34k this year, and last year she finished 2k, 1.9k.
I did. And so, sorry Ross, but I think I have a reputation of being better than you.
It's not reputation, it's just hard, cold evidence.
Well, at least we made the same move.
Just me in the background. Just my head's so much bigger than yours.
Oh no.
Look at this. This is so wholesome. Hello, chat. Isn't my girlfriend pretty?
I'm so anxious, guys. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, what's your heart rate? Have you got your Fitbit on? No, set up your wallet.
No. Just no. Don't do that. Yeah, do that.
81. Your heart rate's low. You're chilled.
Yeah, I'm not.
I've just seen the comment. Yeah, I read that one at the same time as you. Chat, there are some very inappropriate messages. Right, you done? Or you want to go?
No comment.
We could sit together. Where have you gone? Right. Hello, chat. Oh, God. Oh, God. I can't get back on the chair. I think you're going to chill here.
Oh, I can do.
There you go.
That people have seen my face.
You do look like a little gremlin. Kiss, 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 kiss. Right. This is not that sort of stream.
It's not a resting heart rate. That's the point.
Nana Raptor, you're going to be on the stream.
Hello.
Oh, look, it's Nana Raptor.
Oh.
Do you want to say hello?
To prove that she's real.
Hello.
Oh.
Hello.
Oh, look. This is so exciting. Have you made your moves this week? Did you make a transfer? What transfer did you make?
I took out
Oh, no.
Lewis.
Lewis? Okay, who did you bring in?
I don't know, I can't remember. Anyway, happy Boxing Day, family.
Oh, everyone's so
Yeah,
excited.
happy
Look. Hello. I'm not going to lie, they're so much more excited by my nan than you.
Well, I don't blame them. I would be.
Oh, this is so wholesome. We need Hayley to come over as well.
Yeah.
Oh, my mum's in the chat. My mum's not here. She's at home right now. This is so sweet. What's Nana's overall rank? So, in previous seasons, we've done the team together, haven't we?
Yeah, done it by myself.
You've fully done it by herself every single
very
week.
well.
Yeah, because normally I would confirm the transfers for her and I'd give her some options. But this season, she's done literally everything by herself, which is amazing. Yeah, so I can't even check, can I? You sold Lewis for a defender.
Yeah. He plays, he's got a white shirt.
Was it Castagna? Robinson?
I think it was Robinson.
Robinson. I like that transfer. Oh, FPL Hayley's there. That's my sister. Much love, guys. God, what a family thing we've got going on here. This is so cute. Does your whole family play FPL? Yeah, basically. Even my mum, who doesn't play FPL, still knows everything about it because she watches all of the streams. My dad started playing a little bit more this year. Hayley, my sister, because she's now my editor, she's done a lot more FPL this year because she's got to edit my videos. And the person that actually got me into FPL is Luke, which is my brother-in-law, who I'm seeing today. But he's the one that basically got me big into FPL. So you can thank him that I'm even here. So yeah, it's a bit of a family thing. And also I met FPL Pickle through my live streams. So if not for FPL, I wouldn't even know this gal. So there we are.
I just finished cooking the turkey.
Is that what I can smell? Have you cooked bacon yet? Have you made the bacon yet?
No, that was the bacon on top of the turkey.
Oh,
I can
okay.
smell.
Are we having bacon sandwiches?
Yeah.
Could we have the bacon sandwiches, please?
Shall I start now?
Yeah, start now. I can start eating on stream if I want to. Do you want a bacon sandwich?
Yes, please.
That'd be lovely. Yes,
Oh,
please.
thank you.
How many slices?
How many slices of bacon? She's like, I'm gonna have to mute myself so the chat don't judge me. As many as possible.
I'll just have a couple.
I'll have as many as possible. Pickle love too. Thanks.
You both want tea?
Oh no, can I have Pepsi Max, please? Have you got Pepsi Max? Yeah, can I have Pepsi Max, please? Thank you. Sorry. Sorry, guys. This just turned into a full-blown family stream.
I forget that we cannot be rude in these streams.
What are you trying to do now?
No.
You're just swearing and all sorts going on. Pickle will get me demonetized in 5 seconds.
Oh, I keep going the wrong way. I keep swaying. 'Cause I'm
Just,
aggressive.
I would sway towards me, basically.
Yeah.
How old are you guys? Pickle is, are you 23 now?
23.
23 and I'm 20. Yeah, Pickle's 23 and I'm 27. And Shirley is, how old is my nan? I don't know. She's 84. My nan, I think. 1939. 85? 85 now, I think. How good does she look for 85? 85 years old.
She's so cute.
That's crazy. And she's doing her own FPL team. Watching my stream. I can hear my stream downstairs. Do you know what I actually need to do? Hold this. I need to take a tablet.
William Beverine.
Yeah. Oh, the camera's just turned off. That's fine. So you can still speak, but the camera's
Oh,
not on.
why? How do you know that?
'Cause
Oh.
it literally just turned off. It's overheated.
Oh, okay,
But
cool.
your voice is still coming through.
Aw.
Feel free to answer questions. I feel like I've not done any of that.
Oh, there's not any. There's some weird questions,
Yeah,
but
don't
nothing
answer
worth
weird ones.
answering.
Answer anyone interesting.
High temperature makes sense. FPL therapy with pickle. One day, everyone asks me if I should.
I think this
everyone wants me to.
This is a good first step. Pickles on camera.
Yeah. I'm just nervous, guys.
She thinks she's not attractive and she thinks she doesn't speak well, but both things are false.
I just think, you know, you have guests on that actually know football. And
You know football very well.
but not very well. Like
That doesn't matter. People actually enjoy the guests very much when they
in terms of tactics, I'm not good.
just make-
Oh, I really need to sort my...
No way Pickle is 85 years old. She is. Look how good she looks for 85. Ain't no way you're 26, brother. I'm not. I said 27.
Yeah, 27 years old. Sorry.
Oh, sorry. I thought you were trying to move my hand.
No, I was just...
You're doing great, Pickle.
Thanks.
She is, isn't she?
I'm just, I don't...
No Kyle Walker in the squad. Excellent.
That's a higher chance for a clean sheet then for us, which is good. I don't know. I'm just very
Pickle,
nervous.
you're doing so good.
And I don't like public speaking.
It's
I really...
nice to hear a Midlands accent, someone said.
Oh, big up Midlands. I think I just hit the mic. Sorry.
That's all right. Just deafen everyone. It's a lot to streaming, isn't it? It's not easy, is it?
No, I don't know where to look.
To be
I
fair,
find that hard in real life as it
the
is.
camera is in a weird place, so that's the camera if you want to look at the camera.
I think I keep
Look how blue
looking.
your eyes look.
Do they look bright?
Yeah, I guess you can't see your eyes, can you?
Oh, this seat's so awkward.
But the camera is.
Ah, did you hear my shoulder? My shoulder keeps cracking. It's really
I feel
bad.
like you'd get too distracted to stream.
Yeah, it's hard to keep
Pickle,
focus.
you underrate yourself. Let everyone's be nice. It's good to be shy. Yeah,
Thank
you're
you.
a natural.
Oh, thanks, guys.
Oh, Shazam again says, do you want to read that out? What did Shazam say?
So there was a super chat. From... this is what I mean.
Yeah, go on. There's a super chat.
So great to see two beautiful ladies on the stream. So
Thanks.
wholesome. Thanks for making the stream better. Oh, that's very sweet. Thank you very much. And I'm sure Nana Raptor would appreciate
Shazam
that.
is an absolute legend.
Stop this. What do you mean?
Ross, you're missing
Glossophobia.
loads of super chats. Oh, did I?
Oh no. What does glossophobia mean? I feel like
know.
I should know that. Is that the fear of
Okay,
public
well, I'm not reading
speaking?
that one out.
Oh, nice.
Ross, interested to know why you support United. My granddad was a Manchester United fan. That's basically it. So it runs through the family.
No way.
I think that was the only one I missed.
Was that the only one?
Well, and apart from one I'm not reading out.
Okay. That crack was so loud. I know my shoulders at the moment.
Anytime she reaches out and then retrieves.
I need to go to a physio because I think I've damaged them from push day.
Push day. She's an absolute machine in the gym as well.
No.
Look how far to the corner of the camera you're on.
Oh dear.
Oh no.
Ah! What did you do?
It's probably going to overheat again, I'd imagine. Oh, there you go.
Okay, I need to move. Is that better?
Yeah,
I feel like
it's
it's
a bit laggy
not.
and overheaty, the camera.
Okay.
Do you know what? I could do this, but then
What are you doing?
it will die, I think.
You'll die. Sorry.
Is that still an okay play place? Basically, I have the choice. Do I want the camera to die because of battery or die because it's overheating?
Can you put the chat back on, please? Okay. Lineups in 1 minute. Oh, for City and Everton, right?
Yeah, I'll
If
check
Lewis
them whilst
doesn't
you're-
start, I'm going to cry.
I'm going to tell you now. Right, Man City. Right, we're checking the news.
I support Villa. I'm a Brummie. The hat. You can if you want.
Chat, I'm going to demolish these in a bit as well. No ad. but-
How do you stay focused?
You distracted?
Yeah.
Oh, you got a message from Polkit. Super chat for Pickle. You are doing amazing. Been almost 3 years, and this goes in as one of the best streams. Love to Nana Raptor as well.
Aww,
What a
thank
legend!
You.
Thank you, Polkit.
Thanks for supporting me, because I need it.
Rico Lewis starts. Guardiola starts. Foden starts.
Any surprises?
KDB on the bench. Only KDB on the bench. Walker's not in the squad.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good team.
Do you ever sabotage FPL Raptor team to get ahead?
Do you ever sabotage me?
I don't think so.
To be fair, last week you did. You were like, yeah, I'm going to start Enzo, and then last minute started Rogers, so...
No, I did not.
Yeah.
The whole time last week, I was starting Rogers, and I didn't start him this week because I don't point chase.
Can I just comment? You're holding 2,500 people here.
Yo,
I'm
that's
not using
scary.
the camera.
That's really scary.
That is, imagine 2,500 people in front of you. Imagine doing a performance in front of 2,500.
Haley said, "Stop eating, Ross. We have so much food today." See, we have a buffet.
We have a buffet, but yeah, well, I'll still eat it. I'm a big boy.
I must admit, I'm starving, so I imagine after this sandwich, I will still be very hungry.
Yeah.
Best stream ever. As a Villa fan, do you agree with all the abuse? Oh, I'm not getting into politics today.
Politics. It's about Jack Grealish. Like, nah, to the politics.
Would I take Grealish back? I'm not gonna lie, I would.
Am I on camera or not here? This is why having two screens is useful. You can see just a bit of my head. Hello. My head is massive.
You have a big head. Do you want to sit back down now?
Yeah, thanks. People will be really sad you're leaving, but
I'll still be here. I'll just be a gremlin in the corner.
okay. Oh.
I'll just sit here.
Oh, battery exhausted. Here we go.
Oh, nice.
So it either goes on charge, or it whoa. It either goes on charge or it. Do you know what then? Hold that, please, Pickle.
What, the mic?
Ow!
Are you okay?
Oh, I stood on that. Oh. Ow. Oh, my foot. Chat, I broke my foot.
Oh no.
Oh, for God's sake, that hurts so much.
Sorry, I need to see the chat after.
Oh, chat, I've hurt myself.
Oh my god. And they didn't even have the camera on, so I could just hear you.
Oh, that hurts so much. Oh, I think I'm bleeding. Oh my God.
Are you okay? Do you want me to take your foot?
Oh my God. Feel that thing that I just stood on?
What did you say? Oh.
I stood back. That went into the sole of my foot. Oh, chat, that hurts so much.
That sounded so funny about the mic on.
Oh,
I've never heard you make such a noise.
that honestly was that's like top 10 most painful things to happen to me in 2024. That
2024?
that was so painful.
I do apologise.
Oh, look, it's actually gone through the foot.
Oh, you're gonna bruise.
That's impaled me.
You're gonna bruise.
Such a baby. All right, mum. Sorry. Why's my mum abusing me? I don't know what to do to get them.
It probably sounds like I've beat you up or something.
I'm just keep turning the camera on and it keeps turning off. I feel like that camera is about to fall forward as well.
No, I think it's okay.
Hello.
That's funny.
That really hurt. Sorry, right? Has anyone got any interesting questions? Raptor After Dark. No, no. Tomato sauce, brown sauce, or just butter on a bacon sarnie? Normally nothing. Then tomato. Then I don't have brown.
You don't put sauce on normally.
This is getting boring. Bye.
Oh, bye.
He's lost 400 viewers. What? Because I came back. FPL therapy with Nanoraptor. That'd be amazing. It'd be absolute chaos, but it'd be amazing. Maybe I should just do a family one at every point. Get like all 7 or 8 of us on the screen and just that'd be chaos. Nothing would actually happen. That really hurt. Lewis not in the squad. Lewis was in the squad. Walker wasn't in the squad, I think.
FPL pickle.
Oh, I haven't tweeted my team.
Oh gosh. Who would you have started? Hoyson or Munoz? Probably Munoz.
I would agree with that.
Just very attacking. Hoyson's good in the air though, but
Hoisin sauce.
I was tempted to get Hoyson a couple of weeks ago, but didn't.
I think his name's Housen.
Oh, is it Housen?
I
Sorry.
don't actually know. I don't know.
I say everything wrong. I really don't mean
I feel like
to. as
Nordic
well.
names are very tricky to do. Sorry guys, I'm just tweeting my team and then I'll...
It really doesn't help, but everyone pronounces it a different way, so I really don't know.
You're such a natural. You should do streaming.
I'm not. No, I would, because I like to waffle. Ross knows that I waffle about everything. I have so many thoughts whizzing through my head. So it'd be cool in that sense, but I don't know.
Roll in the second.
Miracle. Okay, I need to not be weird as well, because I'm being weird.
Do you ever get annoyed that your hair is on the wrong side of your head? Oh, my beard, are you saying? I don't mind being bald.
Maybe I do need to go on FPL therapy. Maybe you're convincing me.
Yeah, it's easy. See, you're a natural. Look at her. Does FPL pick like a sister?
I do, but she's in a long-term relationship, and she's older than me. Depends what you're looking for. But no, she's not. She's taken. Sorry.
1-8. What's my rank? 185k. Sorry, it's 2019. It takes ages to get this sorted.
I've been invited to FPL therapy since the beginning, but I just have been refusing it because I'm shy. It's not that he's not inviting me. I probably would have been one of the first guests if I'd just said yes. But
I forgot I didn't tweet my team.
God, I feel like I need to get a new prescription. I'm struggling
Yeah,
to
sorry,
read.
it's quite small.
How do you make your
Sorry, I was gonna give you
Pickle?
one.
How do you make your FPL decisions considering your higher rank? I look at data and I look at previous performances and things and tactics, but a lot of it is gut feeling. I feel like I do worse when I follow the herd. There's been many times where I've done something because I've been too scared. I've like done what everyone else has done because I've been too scared to do something that I truly want to do, and then it goes wrong. So last week, I just had a hunch about Rodgers all week, and on paper it didn't seem like a good decision, but I don't know, it just felt right and it paid off. So sometimes it goes well, sometimes it doesn't. I just have fun with it and I don't take it too seriously. Well, I try not to.
What a relaxing voice you have.
Thank
I tell you,
Thank you.
I could fall asleep in the best possible way.
I'm 34k right now, and I was one of his viewers. That's how we met.
Yeah.
He
You're just a massive fangirl, basically.
slid into my DMs.
No. No. What did you all get for Christmas?
Ross got me some AirPods, which I really, really
I did,
appreciate.
Yeah, so the new AirPods, because you love music, don't you?
Yeah, I listen to music every single day. And I've been using his old AirPods for a while now. So I'm really happy that I got some new ones. That was really kind of you, because I didn't ask for them. Oh,
Oh, my light died. What's that going to look like? Oh, the light wasn't doing anything,
that's
actually.
okay.
Oh,
Hi.
oh, thanks.
Do you take sugar in tea?
No, thank you.
I can't believe we're all on stream. Nan, people were so excited that you actually came on the stream.
And good luck for next year, everybody.
Oh, yeah.
Aw.
Have you done an accumulator today?
Yeah.
Nana Raptor loves an ACCA. I haven't done an
It's
accumulator.
only £2 I put on.
What have you done, the Prem teams?
Yeah.
What
some.
did you do teams to score or
Both teams.
both teams to score? Okay, good luck. Hopefully lots of goals.
No.
No?
Over two goals.
Over 2 goals,
Sorry,
okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
Right, I'll do yours.
thank you.
Oh, how are you holding that for so long?
I know, it dug in my hand. It's really heavy. Well, I don't know why. I've just not got a stand. Basically, it's normally on my boom arm, but I didn't want to bring my boom arm home. So I have to just hold it. There are stands you can buy and you just sit on the stand.
Oh.
Which way are you going? There you go. Hello. Oh, that's bacon. Smells good. Sponsored by Pepsi. Oh, man, I love Pepsi Max. Nothing better. Cheers.
I'm a Pepsi Max hater.
Yeah, you don't like Pepsi Max.
Makes me feel ill.
Nana is a betting man. Nana Raptor loves a cheeky yakka every week. She literally puts £2 on, and if it gets to like £2.50, she cashes out. It's so cute. But she loves it. She's been playing with the same money for like years. She just makes a little bit of money, bets it a little bit of money. Smoked or unsmoked bacon? Smoked, because unsmoked is for the devil. No, I'm joking. If I was cooking with bacon, like if I'd make like a amatriciana, or like if I was making like a dish, I'll often use unsmoked because it's a bit salty otherwise. But no, if I'm just eating bacon, it's got to be smoked.
Are you smoked in that bolognese?
Did you? Oh, okay. Sometimes it can be a bit overwhelming, but that slaps. Any New Year's resolutions? Yeah, a couple for me. I want to get back into my fitness a little bit. I've been really ill with various things, and I've been also like stressed and busy, so my fitness has gone in the bin. And I want to be more present in the moment. I'm quite an anxious person, so I spend a lot of time reflecting on the past and like what I've done or done wrong. Oh,
Thank you so much.
got a cup of tea, is that?
Yeah.
Very nice. And I'm also looking ahead to the future a lot. Like I like to plan out a lot and I like to set goals, but it means that I often don't spend. Is it a nice cuppa?
Sorry.
So yeah, basically I want to be more present. I want to be doing the gym, and I think they're the main two for me. What about you, Pickle?
Defo gym, because the first half of the year.
Yeah, we were big
and-
into the
and
gym, weren't we?
Back end of last year, because Ross got me into the gym. I didn't lift, and always wanted to, but I was just too anxious. I'm very anxious for some reason. And so he got me into lifting, and I love lifting. It really helps my mental space. Is that the right word? I don't know.
Yeah, like
mental health, right? Yeah, it really, really helps. But the past few months, because I've been so kind of overwhelmed with my course at the moment, I just haven't been going. And I've lost a lot of muscle, and I'm sad about it. So I want to get back into it. I just want to feel strong again. I just don't feel that strong now.
My mum said more time with your mum. And also, yes, more time with my mum. New Year's resolution 1 should be set up your camera egg. Basically, I move out of my current accommodation in June or July, and I think at that point, so it will be next season, I'm just going to invest loads of my money and time into getting my setup perfect. So I've just started lifting too. It's amazing. I can't recommend it enough. As long as you're doing it safely, it's massive. Muscle memory is real. It won't take long to get it back. You are spot on.
Yeah, true.
What course are you doing, Pickle?
Physician associate studies, so I'll be working in healthcare. So it's basically just a lot of medical stuff at the moment.
Medical
I've
studies.
just been doing it's just been a lot of content the past few months. So my head's a bit,
Yeah, lots of studying.
yeah.
Do we keep Mbama long term? I mean, if you've held him now, the fixtures still aren't great, but when do they start to improve for Brentford? They've got such a difficult...
Is it in a few weeks' time?
No, not really. I mean, they've got Southampton in 20, but it's Brighton, Arsenal, Southampton City, Liverpool, Palace, Spurs. It's not until 25, but in 25 they've got West Ham, Leicester, Everton. It's one of those again where if you've got something else to be doing with your transfers, then do it. But if you've got a free transfer just sat there, then maybe go for it. Watched any Christmas movies together? We watched all of the Harry Potters, whether you call them Christmas movies or not is up to you, but we also watched National Lampoons. Pickle's accent is very nice. How did she end up not getting a Brummie accent? She does, but it's just like a subtle Brummie accent.
My mum's from Birmingham, but my dad's from Worcester, so I think I have a mix of both of their accents, to be honest.
Yeah. Wow, you've really pulled the rank back, Ross. I know. How am I top 200k after my
You've done
start?
so well.
Best Christmas song. Have either of you mentioned Lad Baby? I'm unsubscribing. No, it's not Lad Baby.
Best Christmas song?
Yeah. Don't really know.
Fairy Tale in New York.
Yeah, I wouldn't disagree with that. Is Gvardiol at left back a good option? I don't know that is left back. That's left centre back, isn't it? With Rico inverting. I've misread the team. He's left back on paper, but he's not going to be playing like a left winger, is he? Let me have a look at the team again. I think they only had 2 centre backs, right? And then Man City. So their team: Rico, Akanji, Ake, Gvardiol. Yeah, so Gvardiol's still playing like a left centre back. Ross, I'm top 6k and you copied my team recent weeks. I'm sorry for copying you, mate. I do apologise. Won't do that again. The new Gavin and Stacey made me tear up, and I'm not ashamed to say it. It was good. I was worried that they were going to absolutely screw it up, but I don't think they did. They delivered.
I think they did well with it.
Did you get a Lynx set? I actually did. I got a Lynx gold set from my dad's mum and dad. I guess my grandparents. It's my stepdad's mum and dad. Yeah, they got me a Lynx gold set. It's actually really nice. Oh, the camera. This might be a sign, chat. I mean, my bacon sandwich is almost ready. The camera's too high.
Did you see that someone suggested that we do like a section in your videos called Pickles Picks?
Why don't you just create your own YouTube channel? Have you considered that? Because that would...
No, but I...
Chat, who would subscribe if Pickle made our own YouTube channel?
I need an editor. I'm not creative. I need someone to do my graphics.
I'm not... How much time do you... I can tell you're already hinting at something, yeah?
Exactly, and you don't have time for that.
Maybe I do.
No. But what if I have a section in your videos?
You can have a section in the odd video. I can't have a section in every video.
No, just every now and then, Pickles Picks.
Let everyone send and subscribe. We would get you thousands of subscribers in a heartbeat. Right.
Let's do Pickles Picks.
Pickles Picks. Okay. Maybe in an FPL therapy when you're there in person, you can just do a little section. Right, I'm going to...
You don't want me in your videos?
No, not at all.
That's what you're saying.
No, not at all. No, of course I do. What do you mean? Right, we're going to go and eat our bacon sandwiches, I think. Which Nana Raptor is very lovely making. Would you like to say anything to the people? My hand was sweating.
Sorry. Happy Boxing Day, everyone, and I hope you all had a good Christmas. See, I can't speak, but even if you don't celebrate it, I hope you had a good day yesterday, and I hope you're enjoying the break if you are relaxing at the moment. And yeah, good luck with FPL this week.
Oh, you're so cute.
Oh no.
Hello, I'm back. Yeah, we love you very much. Thank you for being here. Thank you for the 2,000 people that were still here, even though we were just waffling and just talking about anything other than FPL. Thank you for being here for the stream as well. I really enjoyed it, actually. It was something a little bit different. But yeah, I hope you have a wonderful Game Week 18. Game Week 19 is only a few days, to be honest. So there will be content. There will be a live stream. There won't be an episode of FPL Therapy, but there will be for Game Week 20. And yeah, we love you very much. Thank you for being so kind to Pickle and for being complimentary and yeah, supportive, because she is a bit shy, but she's very good at what she does. She speaks well and she's absolutely stunning, isn't she? So yeah, thank you very much. And big love to Nana Raptor as well for featuring on the stream. And yes, I will catch you Friday or Saturday for a video for Game Week 19. So I'll see you then. And yeah, have a wonderful Boxing Day. See you later, guys.